بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا فارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا فارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا فارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا فارزقنا اجتنابه. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Implementing panel. Kung si Primary, i-mail konsultan po ng email panel. Member of the BTC previous weeks. Hopefully, magiging member din po ng new president of BTC.
Good morning. Assalamualaikum. Ako po si Architect Edward Guerra, member ng Islamic Liberation Bronze Standard Committee.
Ako po si German Tawe, Technical Committee of MIA Dialogue.
Ako si Professor Liga, member ng MIA Committee Panel.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sunan mo ang kapayapaan, kapatid nyo at kasama, kaibigan, Muslim preacher Abdul Hakim.
Pita, magandang umaga. Ako po si Danny Ong, Tubong Mindanao, kasalukuyang project manager ng Forum Civil Peace Service, isang German NGO na may peacebuilding program sa Mindanao.
Good morning, I am Father Gerard Fornan, Parish Rector of the Immaculate Conception Cathedral.
Ako po si Father Benjamin Toretto, ang nangangasiwa po ng seminaryo, yung mga young people, young men na magpapari, at nakabase po kami sa Libuque, Sultan Kudarat, Maguindanao.
Ako po si Edgar Ramirez, member na Katoliko. Good morning, ako po si Bernard Carmelo, pastoral staff po ng Immaculate Conception Cathedral.
Magandang umaga po. Ako po si Sir Nerjo Arcadilina, District Deputy po ng Nice of Columbus, R10.
Ako po si Sir Nain Francisco G. Borromeo, District Deputy ng Nice of Columbus, R05, Cotabato City.
Good morning sa lahat. I'm Arnold B. Baloyos, People Controller ng Nice of Columbus. Thank you.
Ako po si Cardinal Quevedo, Archbishop ng Cotabato Archdiocese at convener ng Friends of Peace.
Ako po si Mahal Iqbal, Chair ng Emalet Peace Implementing Panel at dating Chairman sa Pagsamang Transition Commission.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning to everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ako po si Abu Hurairah Abdurrahman Budasan, Mufti of the Bangsamoro.
Maraming salamat sa lahat. Ako naman po si Wahab, o Cabs Kilay. Kasama ko si Edgar dito sa preparasyon
So basically, kasama ko rin yung dito Mackenzie, no? Dalawa kami, tutulungan na lang kami. Ano? Ang susunod ay magbibigay sa atin ng opening remarks. Yung Executive Director po ng Bangsamoro Leadership and Management Institute, si Ustaz Mahmoud Ahmad. Galing po ng Egypto.
Okay, thank you, Brother Caps. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsan ila yaumiddin. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. Before I proceed, Father Clifford Vera, dito mo tingnan. Si Father Benjamin Toreto, si Father Gerardo Corna, si Father Dante Perea, dito rin mo tingnan. Si Sir Knight Alan Tan, si Sir Knight Rodolfo Parcoras. Lahat po tayo ay ang ating hinahanap para po tayo magkaroon ng tunay na kapayapaan. Wala naman isa sa ating ngayon, hindi ka kahit kailanman na gustuhin may gulo, kundi puro ito'y para ng hanggang na kapayapaan. Dahil tayo po ay mga brothers, isa lang po tayo, isa tayo po yung nagsimulan po ni Adan, wala nang ibang pinagmulan. Tayo po ay magmahalan, tayo po ay magkaisa, lalo-lalo na tumubo sa pagkaisa at tungo sa ating kapayapaan na ating ginagalaw ngayon sa mundo at the next generation po natin. Siguro, yun lang po. Welcome again, everybody. Sana po makamta natin ang lahat ngayon ating hinahanap. Dito lang po, yung lingkod po na sa Exit Belimay po, Mahmoud Jubilala. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning again.
Magsasalita yung dalawang main resource person, and then after that, yung bawat isa ay magpahayag ng kanilang mga responses, sharing or input, no? 5 to 10 minutes. No? And then yung mga darating pa na iba, pwede maghabol na lang sila. So, okay po. Ngayon, sa pagpapatuloy, we call on from the MILF input to share us ano ba yung mga updates ngayon, no? Ano na yung plano. Brothers, ilan naman tayong sister dito. Sabi na ni Edgar, puro tayo dito. Puro lalaki. May invite tayo na isang sister, pero unfortunately, mayroon prior schedule na hindi po siya nakarating. No? So anyway, help me welcome the head of the MILF Implementing Panel, and at the same time, he's the chairman of the Information Committee of the MILF, Sir Muhammad Iqbal.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My courtesy to His Eminence Cardinal Cotabato, to Ustaz Bihorera Abdurrahman, the Mufti of the Bangsamoro, Brother Benjamin Toreto, Brother Gerard Fornan, sa yung mga kasamahan natin galing sa Manor Columbus. Kasamahan natin galing sa Manor, pinanggit na yung stars kanina. Nababanggitin ang pangalan nila. Sa inyo lahat, good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First and foremost, I thank the management of the Bangsamoro Leadership and Management Institute, or BLMI, for inviting me to make the opening message on the side of the island. In particular, I thank Sheikh Mahmoud Ahmad, BLMI Executive Director, and Wahab Jalal, Project Director, for this invitation. This gives me the opportunity to explain in very general terms how the island views the current situation. I also thank Brother Junan Tawil, head of the island team, Professor Abu Chetiga, Engineer Edward Guerra, and the ulamas for learning in Islam on the side of the island for responding positively to the call and request of the LMI for this dialogue. I repeat, I thank our friends from the Christian side who spared this day for this dialogue. I know how difficult, especially for priests, to be away from their constituents, and moreover, today is Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday. Again, to all of you, my heartfelt and pleasant good morning. To move on, the place of dialogue in Islam in general, and in the MILF in particular, cannot be overemphasized. Islam has laid the foundations of peaceful coexistence in society and even in the world at large. Allah says in the Holy Quran, "O mankind, indeed we have created you from a male and female, and we have made you nations and tribes, that you may know one another, and not to despise one another. Indeed, the most noble of you near Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is all knower, all aware." Surah 49. In another verse in the Holy Quran, Allah says, and the nearest among them in love to the believers will you find those who say we are Christians, because amongst these are men devoted to learning, and men who have renounced the world, and they are not arrogant. Surah 5. The late Emmanuel Chairman Sarat Hasim once said, and I quote, "The most practical and most civilized way to resolve the Bangsamoro problem is through a negotiated political settlement," unquote. We are holding on to this guidance or policy to this day. This is the reason that most of the fighting in Mindanao had been initiated by the government and not by the island. This is the reason why the island agreed to negotiate in 1997, and to this day it is still engaged in this process with the government of the Republic of the Philippines. But the government had failed the peace process in several major instances, all out wars in 2000 and 2003. Failure to sign the Memorandum of Agreement on Ancestral Domain in 2008 that triggered the 2008 Blood War. The unpremeditated drone attack on the Mali that led to Mama Saparu tragic incident on January 25, 2015. And finally, the failure to pass the proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law. I think the best window of opportunity to pass the BBM is under the current administration of President Rodrigo Rua Duterte for the following reasons. One, he is the most powerful public official in this country. Number two, he has all the time to pass it. Number three, he has vast resources at his disposal. Number four, his allies can control both chambers of Congress. And number five, his popularity rating is still very high. I am sure this is the main reason for requesting your attendance here. That is to seek your individual and collective views and recommendations on how to proceed under the Duterte administration. However, before that, I find it fitting and important that as chair of the MILF Peace Implementing Panel and formerly chair of the Bangsamoro Transition Commission to briefly outline to you the latest status of this process. First, the implementing panels have been reconstituted. Launched in Kuala Lumpur on August 13 last year and have already met 4 times, once in Manila and thrice in Davao City. And another new round will be held on February 9, again in Davao City. In these meetings, we have covered many matters, but some of which will have to wait the meeting in Kuala Lumpur, because our agreement pursuant to the change of nomenclature that panels would regularly meet in the Philippines, but when important agenda or decisions that would require the participation and signature of the Malaysian third-party facilitation, then that meeting would still take place in Kuala Lumpur. Fortunately, we have a new facilitator in the person of Dr. Mustafa Kamaluddin, replacing the late Dr. Tengku Abdul Jafar bin Tengku Muhammad, who passed away on September 16, 2016. The second track, which is for defining the peace process as whether alive and kicking, is the reconstitution of the Bangsamoro Transition Commission. After a delay, the executive order that would reconstitute the Bangsamoro Transition Commission was signed by President Duterte on November 7 last year during a ceremony at Malacanang Palace. The MILF submitted its 11 nominee commissioners on December 30, while CPS on December 23. The sad part is that until now, the President has not signed their appointments yet, and therefore the BTC cannot start crafting and improve and enhance Bangsamoro Basic Law. I asked for the cause. The official answer from Malacanang was, and I think is that the OP, or the Office of the President, is still swapped. I don't know what's the meaning of this one. The OP, or the Office of the President, is still swapped. The word swap, I don't know if that is corresponding to swamp or overwhelmed. I don't know. But that's the exact term. The Office of the President is still swapped. In the meantime, situation in Mindanao is not getting any better. The NDFP/CPP/NPA has terminated their unilateral ceasefire, and the Duterte administration has responded in kind. The campaigns against drug trafficking, which the MILF supports in principle, against the extremist groups in Mindanao, such as the Moti Group, Ansar Khalifa, and Abu Sayyaf, are getting bloodier and bloodier each day. The MILF is faced with a very delicate task of balancing the need to proceed with the peace process and managing the frustrations of the people, especially the younger generation. Any tilt on either side is not a happy situation. For a final note, let me reiterate the expression of confidence by the BNMI that your inputs will serve as salient reference in calling out objective issues and concerns in the Bangsamoro peace process. Again, thank you and good morning to all.
Thank you very much, Sir Iqbal. Now we proceed to response and messages from His Eminence Orlando Cardinal Quevedo, OMR.
Thank you very much. Good morning, my dear friends. We are all friends of peace. I convene a group called Friends of Peace. In this group, composed of Muslims, Christians, and from different parts of the Philippines. Manila, Davao, Marawi, including Zamboanga and Basilan, Talitawan. And we have been working for peace in the past few days, meeting with government officials. The concerns I would like to express here with regard to the peace process is first the fears of Christians regarding a BBL. And these fears were expressed by the senators and congressmen after the Mama Sapano incident. These fears are sometimes lack of information, sometimes due to misinformation, and sometimes due to biases and prejudices. Again expressed by some of the senators and congressmen after the Mama Sapano incident. The second concern that we have in Friends of Peace is that on the peace process itself, one is the ambiguous and sometimes contradictory statements of top government officials. For instance, Secretary Teresa is saying that has told us that the first priority of government is the BBL, while Speaker Alvarez said priority of government is federalism. The two are not unrelated, but they are not for the Bangsamoro aspiration for self-determination. Federalism does not answer does not redress the basic historical injustices that President Duterte has mentioned as his priority to address them and to take care of them. And why is that? The Friends of Peace say that a federalist system of government which makes all the regions federal on the same level will bypass the BBL, which gives more authority, more power, more self-determination, more fiscal autonomy than a federal, any federal government, state. Second, the work of the peace panels themselves. Chair Iqbal already mentioned one of them. The BTC has not yet been, the members have not yet been identified. I know some of them, according to Loressa, the names were given to me, but he said, he keeps saying that the signing of the composition and approval will, once he said, on Monday. Then after Monday, he said another time. One of the reasons I think is that there are questions regarding some of the personalities that have been nominated. And therefore, they are trying to figure out how to substitute them, and so on and so forth. Another reason is that while the document is supposed to be in the office of President Duterte, and I was told that it has been signed, it has not yet been published. For reasons I do not know, and reasons that were not being given to me. The second concern about the work of the peace process is that we are concerned about three possible drafts. One draft would come from the group of the MNLF, talking with government, non-Miswari government. What kind of draft would it be? Would it be contradictory to the MILF and the work of the BTC, the BTC? That's two drafts now. We are concerned about the possible draft that would come out from the talks between Lord Niswari and the government and the work of the BTC. The draft of the BTC work is not yet there because they have not yet begun working. The third draft has been filed by Sandra Sema in Congress, with the House of Representatives. What is that draft? The draft is the old BBL. The BBL that was approved both by the MILF and the President's Office and was submitted to Congress. The first original draft that was submitted to Congress, and that had the approval also of the MILF, and both of them, both the government, Aquino, and the MILF worked on that draft. It was submitted. That's the old draft that by Sandra has submitted, already filed in Congress. So there will be 3 drafts. And we want, the Defense of Peace would like to see that the 3 drafts will be blended together, come together, be brought together before any draft would go to Congress, so that there will only be one draft approved by the peace panels, by the BTC, by the MNLF, and by Sandra Sema to Congress. That will be one draft rather than 3 drafts being considered by Congress, because that would be lengthen the time of discussions. And it would put the work of merging the 3 drafts in the hands of Congress, and one we are unsure about what Congress will do. A third concern about that is the timeline. The timeline for the approval of the draft, the referendum, and the elections. The timeline has something to do with a timeline right now of 1 year. And it was expressed to us that if the draft is given to Congress, say towards the end of this year, the time for discussion will be towards the end of 2007, 2018. Elections will come 2019, I believe. Elections will come, which will mean that the transition period that is given to the MILF to set up a transition government and make it work will not be enough, because when elections come, then the gains of the peace process will not be established well, adequately, and they will be lost after the elections. If the elections are participated in by the present powers that be, present powers, and the clans and the dynasties will continue if the elections come to as planned 2019. And so therefore we are asking the government if it is possible for a 3-year transition period of the provisional, the transition government, so that the gains of the peace process would be well or adequately established, and then elections will come after 3 years. That is one of the things we are concerned about. The coming elections destroying the gains of the peace process, because elections soon will result in perhaps re-establishing the clans and the dynasties. The third concern we have about this process is what we call inclusive, the inclusivity of the BBL. Inclusivity with the BBL meaning to say indigenous peoples, Christians, and Muslims. But that is already established that will be inclusive. However, there are fears among the Christians and the indigenous peoples that they might be left out in the government. It is important that the fears will have to be, which are fears that are misinformed, fears that are not justified, should be somehow dissipated by education on the BBL itself, what the BBL says. Those are some of the concerns, and what have we done with regard to those concerns? The Friends of Peace would like to do, through religious leaders, a process of education with regard to Muslim-Christian relationships, so that biases and prejudices from the parish level, basic ecclesial community level, can be removed or reduced considerably through biases, which means learning history. History not from the time of the migrations, but from the time of the sultanates, the time of the sovereignty and territorial sovereignty as well as political sovereignty of the Bangsamoro before the Spaniards came. That they can see more or less what we are talking about when we say self-determination for the Bangsamoro. Another bias and prejudice would be that of the plight, the situation of Christians in the Bangsamoro territory when the BBL, if the BBL is passed. And that again, we have to educate our own people with regard to the Sharia aspect of the government, the Bangsamoro government, and to clarify to them that it is not an Islamic state, but the Sharia law is only for the justice system. In the rights of Christians are established right there. So many of these concerns are about biases and prejudices. But with regard itself with the peace process, I already mentioned that the three drafts should be merged before they are passed on to the Congress. Only one draft would be important, and that draft should be done by the BTC with the consultation, of course, with the MNRF and the by Sandra. The second is we have talked with Mr. Alvarez, Speaker Alvarez, and told him that the message that have been passed on to me by Chair Morat. And Chair Morat has told me there is no way the MILF would agree to toning down or watering down the BBL as it was agreed upon by government peace panel and the MILF peace panel, and no way that can the MILF accept anything that does not agree with the FAB and the CAB. And we told, meeting last January 31, I told Speaker Alvarez that point. And then secondly, I also told him, and also Senate President Coco, Pimentel. And again, the meeting was in the afternoon. The meeting with Alvarez was in the morning with the Friends of Peace. And then Coco Pimentel. They said they are more open. They are more open. The Senate President and the senators who were present there, Drilon, Soto, Unasan, Lacson, were more open to the idea of passing a BBL and letting the Supreme Court work if there is a question raised on the constitutionality of provisions, to let the Supreme Court do a judicial review. Because we said that if you park the unconstitutional issues, like what Speaker Alvarez said, if you park them and let them be solved by the federal government later on, the Supreme Court cannot restore those unconstitutional issues because they are not mentioned in the draft. That's the lawyers, the stand of the lawyers, Bilang Pamatasan, Attorney Sinaribo, and Attorney Monson. Monson being constitutional expert. So these were the views of the Friends of Peace, including that of Attorney Sinaribo, who was with us, and Attorney Monson. They were more open to that. Senators were more open of not parking the unconstitutional issues, because the senators saw that Drilon and Coco Pimentel being lawyers, Lacson being and Conasan being chairs of committees that are related to the peace process. And finally, one of the things that I would have to do is to talk with Secretary Dureza. The idea of parking the unconstitutional issues that he mentioned to me is not acceptable to Chair Moran. I have to tell him that, and that he being a lawyer will also understand why parking, putting aside the unconstitutional issues and simply approving a BBL that does not have those will not work well. Those are the things that I would like to tell you, our concerns and the work that we have done in order to address those concerns. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bishop, for the very focused expression of views and concerns from the Christian side and the peace process itself, and the drafting of the BBL, and also the Bishop expressed recommendations such as the inclusivity and the peace education at the community level. Okay, now let's hear from the Grand Mufti of the MILF, Ustaz Abi Hurairah Kudasan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My respect to our President Fathers, His Eminence, the Archbishop Jibido, our Ustaz is here. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Just make a comment. I just want to make a comment on the implementation of the Sharia. I just want to explain here that there is nothing to be feared or nothing to be worried by our Christian brothers regarding the implementation of the Islamic Sharia. Because Islam is a religion of peace. Islam has a very broad meaning. Sometimes peace, sometimes solution to the conflict. And Islam advocate peace, advocated by Islam, of course, should imply justice, freedom, and security. Peace where the potentiality of the individual will not be suppressed. And this is Islam. And of course, you can find many verses of the glorious Quran that of course Islam admits only war if all the avenue for peacemaking had been exhausted, yet of no avail. If injustice had reached an intolerable point, yet every remedy will be in vain, then a peril on taking a temporary drastic measure is justified in Islam. Because war is exception, peace is the rule. Sometimes only violence can quell violence. In Arabic term, لا يقول الحديد إلا الحديد. Iron could only be claimed by iron for. And this is the situation of Islam. Islam, peace advocated by Islam should start from individuals' conscience. And then peace within the family circle. And then peace in the society. And then, of course, world peace as well. I think there is a verse in the glorious Quran, verse number 8 of Surah Al-Mumtahinah. لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم عن دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم إن الله يحب المقسطين. إنما ينهاكم الله عن الذين قاتلوكم في الدين وأخرجوكم من دياركم وظاهروا على إخراجكم أن تولوهم ومن يوليهم فأولئك هم الظالمون. Allah forbids you not regarding those who are not fighting you in your own religion, and those who are not driving you out of your homes, to deal with them courteously, to deal with them justly. And this is the decision of Islam. Irrespective of religion, they are our friends, and we are belonging to one family of the land. What Allah forbids you to take them as friends or seek protection from them are those who are fighting you in your religion, and those who are driving you out of your homes, and those who are conniving others in order to drive you out of your religion. And of course, our brother Iqbal had mentioned already just now in his speech that the most friendly to the Muslims are our brother Christians, and this has been stated by the glorious Quran. And then last word which I meant here is that we have one father, one mother, Adam and Eve. Once I remember that there was some fathers we made a deal with them that you are from Ishaq and you are from Ismail, the Muslims from Ismail, the son of Ismail, and we are from Ishaq. I told him that let us forget this, let us go back to Adam. Verse number 13 of Surah Al-Hujurat. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. O mankind, we have created you from one father and mother, Adam and Eve. We made you into nations and tribes so that you may be acquainted with each other. But you have to bear in mind that all of you are of footing of equity and equality in the eyes of Allah. The only most dignified among you in the eyes of Allah is the most disciplined, the most righteous. And this has been emphasized by the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his speech during his pilgrimage, last pilgrimage. أيها الناس إن ربكم واحد وإن أباكم واحد كلكم من آدم وآدم من تراب لا خط لعربي على عجمي ولا لأبيض على أسود إلا بتقوى الله أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. All mankind, irrespective of religion, address to mankind as a group. All mankind, your father is only one. We believe in one father, in one God. Jews, Christians, and Muslims, we believe in one God. Your God is only one. Your Father is only one. All of you are descendant of Adam. There is no, there is no the Arab superiority of the Arab over the non-Arab, nor the white man over the black man. All of you are of footing of equity and equality in the eyes of Allah. The only most dignified among you in the eyes of Allah is the most disciplined. So let us go back to our brotherhood or friendship in accordance with history, that we have only one Father, we worship one God. And of course, regarding the implementation of the Islamic Sharia, nothing to be worried by our brothers, because Islam is moderate religion. It is not extremes. There is no radicalism in Islam. Yes. If the enemy will offer peace, and then you have to be responsible. My last word here is quoting from the glorious Quran. فَإِنْ يَعْتَزَلُوكُمْ فَلَمْ يُقَاتِلُوكُمْ وَأَلْقَوْا إِلَيْكُمُ السَّلَمَ فَمَا جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ عَلَيْهِمْ سَبِيلًا. Verse number 90, Surah Al-Nisa. If the enemy will stay aloof from you and wage no more war against you, and they offer peace, they invite you to the table of negotiation, you have to be responsive positively. Another verse, وَإِنْ جَنَحُوا لِلسَّلْمِ فَاجْنَحْ لَهَا وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ, verse number 61 of Surah Al-Anfal. If the enemy will incline toward peace, you have to incline to. However, put your trust in Allah. Isa all. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everybody.
Thank you very much, Mufti, for the very enlightening verses, giving us the verses in the Holy Quran that put to fight, and then of course the oppression and the exploitation. So there's assurance of in Islam, the justice, for as long as justice is delivered, then there's the peace. Okay. Anyway, we listed all the main points from our resource persons. And now, let's go to, may I call on, voluntary lang muna, no? Ang sinasuggest din ni Edgar sa mga nandito, no? Kung sino po yung unang magpayag, ang participants, na sharing, comments mo doon sa mga narinig natin. Kung wala namang voluntary, pwede tayo mag-ganon. Ay, ikaw muna, Stats. Okay, sige, Stats. Yes, kindly give the mic.
Kaibigan, mga kasama, at yung mga kapatid, mga kulang obstacis, ang ating Grand Mufti sa Bangsamoro. Gusto kong tugtungan ng sinabi ng ating Grand Mufti patungkol sa ating pananampalatayang Islam. Islam ay nagmula sa salitang salam o kaya ay salama, meaning peace, safety, security. Si Propeta Muhammad SAW kada buwan ay nananalangin. Lagi niyang binibigkas itong dua o kaya ay panalangin. Allahumma ahillahu alayna bil amni wal iman wassalamati wal Islam. Apat ang pinagsasama ni Propeta Muhammad SAW. Al-am, security in our heart, and wassalam, safety, peace sa ating komunidad. Ikalawa, may panalangin natin mga Muslim na namamalagi natin binibigkas. Sinasabi natin, Allahumma antas salam, wa minkas salam, wa ilayka ya'udu salam, fahayyina rabbana bis salam, wa adkhilna al-jannata darasan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ikaw ay salam, meaning peace. So kabilang sa mga pangalan, mabubuting pangalan ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ay as-salam. Wa minkas salam, at manggagaling sa iyo ang salam, peace. Wa ilayka ya'udu salam, at babalik sa iyo ang peace. Fahayyina rabbana bis salam. O Allah, ipagkaloob mo sa amin ang kapayapaan. Wa adkhilna al-jannah, hayaan mo kami mamuhay sa kapayapaan. Fahayyina rabbana bis salam, wa adkhilna al-jannata dara salam, at ipasok mo kami sa paraiso na lugar ng kapayapaan. Ang gusto nating i-emphasize, ang Islam bago pa man ay andyan ang peace. Mayroon ng peace. Wala pang relihiyon na tinatawag. Andyan na yung peace. Panahon ng Islam, kahit anong panahon sa pamumuhay natin, hanggang sa kabilang araw, mamumuhay din tayo, magbabagyan tayo sa isa't isa sa pamamagitan ng peace. Ang mga propeta, si Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sumainin ang peace. Peace, kapayapaan sa ating mga kalooban, kapayapaan sa ating mga community. Wa rahmatullah, at dinugtungan pa ni Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Pag sinabi natin na sumayin niyo ang kapayapaan, peace be upon you, magkakaroon tayo ng 30 na rewards. 30 na rewards. And then, dinugtungan pa, ayon sa aral ng Islam at si Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wa rahmatullah, at awa ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hindi pa sapat ang peace. Awa ng Allah. Awa sa mga Muslim, sa mga matutuwid na mga tao sa kabilang araw. Awa din sa lahat ng katauhan. Hindi wa barakat, at mga biyaya ng Allah sa lahat ng mga nilikha. Lahat ng mga nilikha, mga Muslim, hindi mga Muslim, o kaya ay mga hayop, lahat ng may kaluluwa ay mga biyaya ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at mga biyaya ng Allah sa sino mang pagkaluban niya, ipagkaloob sa kanila ang paraiso ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ang banal na Quran ay ibinunyag sa buwan ng Ramadan, malinaw sa Surah Al-Baqarah. Shahr Ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran hudan lin-nas wa bayyinatin min al-huda. I-reveal namin ang banal na Quran sa buwan ng Ramadan. Quran was revealed in the month of Ramadan. Ano ang pakay ng Quran? Hudan lin-nas wa bayyinatin min al-huda. Patnubay sa sangkatauhan. Hindi na sinabi na patnubay sa mga Muslim lamang, patnubay sa mga Arab lamang, patnubay sa mga bangsamoro, hindi, patnubay sa sangkatauhan, mga Muslim at saka hindi mga Muslim. Mayroon akong last na sasabihin. Ang Islam ay ginaranti ang pagkakapatiran sa pananampalataya, ang pagkakapatiran sa humanity. Si Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, noong idinaan sa kanya sa isang panahon ang isang namatay na Hudyo, and then tumayo si Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Isa ito sa kabilang sa batas sa pananampalataya ng Islam. Paano tayo makitungo sa mga hindi mga Muslim? Tumayo si Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, pagkatapos nagsabi ang isa sa kanyang mga kasamahan, alaysa hada Yahudiyya, hindi ba yan ay Hudyo? So, parang kinundi na nila sa Propeta sapagkat tumayo. So, ano ang tugon ni Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Alaysat hadhihi nafsun insaniya? Hindi ba ito ay kaluluwa ng humanity? Hindi ba ito ay tao? So, kaya tumayo si Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam dahil sa kanyang respeto sa pagiging tao. And then, si Ali ibn Abi Talib, ikapat sa mga utos ng Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tinanong sa kanya, paano tayo makita mo sa mga hindi mga Muslim? Ang sagot niya, hum ikhwanuna fil insaniya, they are our brothers in humanity. Mga kapatid natin sa pagiging tao. And then si Dr. Yusuf Al-Qardawi, is a chairman ng Federation, International Federation of Muslim Scholars. Ang kanyang sinabi, kullu ibadillahi ikhwatun fil insaniya, lahat ng mga nilikha ng Allah, lahat ng mga alagad ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ay magkakapatiran sa humanity. Hanggang po lang mga kapatid ko. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Ustaz Abdul Hadi, for the rejoinder. No?
What do you say about this? That it is killing Christians in the name of Islam. And the second question is more specific. Kay Chair Iqbal. Ano ba the idea of Sharia has been, the wide perspective of Sharia has been explained by two of our ustads. But what is really the coverage of Sharia sa proposed BBM? Is it, does it rule the whole government? And the Sharia law will be the one that will be the main thing of government, or is it only covering certain portions of the government?
I will answer the first, and then maybe I can request Brother Abu to answer the second. Pardon me for taking the first question. But I'll just make preliminary statement, and then maybe the studies, because we have here at least 3 studies who are learning in Islam, who call ulama or alim. Ustad Abdul Hadi Commander, Ustad Ibrahim Ali, and then Ustad Abi Hurairah Abdul Rahman, and the fourth one is Mahmud Ahmad. They are studies learning in Islam. I'll take on the first question. I think your statement, Cardinal, is partly true and partly it's not very accurate. Why? Because the ISIS, or Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, are not only killing Christians, but even Muslims, even Sunni, even Shia, everybody in the Middle East are not safe in the hands of the ISIS. Looking back, who is Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi? Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the caliph or the leader of ISIS, was originally part of the larger Al-Qaeda. But eventually, for some divergent views between the two personalities, I'm referring to Abu Musab al-Sarkawi, and then Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, they separated ways because for the first group, meaning the Al-Qaeda, they declare war on the United States of America, and they treated America as the greatest Satan on earth. So they target anything about America, their development projects elsewhere, their interest of the Americas, the group of Osama bin Laden, which is the Al-Qaeda. They are targeting all interests of the Americans, global. Wherever it is found, they target that. But in the case of the group of al-Baghdadi, it becomes so extremist that not only the Americans are the targets, but elsewhere, anything that passes that path, even women who are not using the wheel are being killed. So they are so extremist. So who is Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi? Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, as I said, is a part of the larger Al-Qaeda movement, but eventually he separated from Al-Qaeda movement. And then in 2009, after the death of Osama bin Laden, the vice chairman of Al-Qaeda movement was imprisoned in Baghdad, Abu Musab al-Sarkawi. And then in 2009, during a bombing spree by American warplanes, he died in prison. So after the death of Abu Musab Sarkawi, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, who was also detained by the Americans, was immediately released from prison. So that's the question. Why did the Americans release Baghdadi? Is it a failure of intelligence? Like what they failed in Iraq, they were looking for weapons of mass destruction, but in the end, they were not able to find any weapons of mass destruction because there was no such weapons of mass destruction in the hands of Saddam Hussein. So was it a failure of intelligence, or was it intentionally made to attack Iraq and Saddam Hussein? So this time, they released Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Why did they release Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi? Is it a failure of intelligence that he would be the head of this ISIS and create so much trouble in the world? Or perhaps for another reason? We do not know that. But Baghdadi is creating so much destruction in the Middle East, not only the Christians. Of course, the Christians are targets, but even the Sunnis, even the Shias, even the Arabs, even the Kurds, etc., etc. This ISIS is targeting everybody. And all the legitimate learned in Islam declare the ISIS as non-Islamic movement. Maybe other Ustaz can add, because I have limited information about that. But that's what I can give you about ISIS. So, pardon me, Cardinal, for saying that your statement is partly true and partly inaccurate, because the ISIS al-Baghdadi is not only killing Christians, but even the Muslims.
I just want to make some additional regarding radicalism. Islam is not radical. Indiscriminate killing is not allowed in Islam. We are allowed to kill your enemy, only the combatant. But the civilian, no. I remember right during the time of the first Khalif Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, whenever he sent off his mujahideen to the frontier to safeguard the young established state of Medina, he usually provide them with a very precious advice. Do not kill children under age. It is not a target of killing in Islam. Do not kill women. Do not kill old age. Do not kill those who seek refuge to their synagogue and their places of worship. Do not vandalize the place where you can conquer. Do not pollute, especially running water. Do not kill animals unless those are the animals which you need only for your survival. And do not cut off trees, fruit-bearing trees. So the target of killing is the combatant only. But of course, verse number 60 of Surah Al-Anfal, وَأَعِدُّوا لَهُمْ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُم مِّن قُوَّةٍ وَمِن رِّبَاطِ الْخَيْلِ تُرْهِبُونَ بِهِ عَدُوَّ اللَّهِ وَعَدُوَّكُمْ. In a well-declared war, legitimate or legally declared war, of course, military rule, you have to do everything in order to destroy the enemy, because this is a military rule, and it is a rule in the war. You have to do everything in order to destroy the enemy, but your target there is only the combatant, not the civilians. Yes. There is a word here, تُرْهِبُونَ بِهِ عَدُوَّ اللَّهِ عَدُوَّ. Strike terror into the heart of the enemy. It has been mentioned by this verse that terror, but this doesn't mean that the terrorism which some radical groups are making as their disguise. Yes. So Islam is not radical. Islam is not extreme. As the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, being the Prophet of Islam, verse 159 of Surah Al-Imran, فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ فَاعْفُ عَنْهُمْ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لَهُمْ وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ. It is a part of the mercy of Allah on Muhammad. that you have there with your people courteously and gently? Have you been so harsh against them? They will break away from about you. So, consult them in the affair. And if you have decided and you think that your decision is the best, tawakkal ala Allah, you have to put your trust in Allah. I think the teaching of the Quran as the source of Islamic Sharia, yes, the teaching of the Quran as the source of Islamic Sharia is very clear. And the glorious Quran is the latest word of God. We believe that the first word of God is the Torah. Now we can find it from the Old Testament. And the second has been preached by Jesus Christ, the so-called Injil. And we can find the same. The Holy Prophet was so eager in order to maintain peace. And I believe that it's still there, exists. In the New Testament, we can find it in the Sermon on the Mount by Jesus Christ. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, the first canonical Gospel, Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 5 and verse number 44. Love your enemies, yes. Bless them that curse you, yes. And then do good for them that hate you. And pray for them that despitefully persecute you. And this is also in the glorious Quran. Yes. So Islamic Sharia is the constitution. Islamic Sharia, the source of Islamic Sharia are the glorious Quran and the Sunnah to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Sunnah to Rasulullah is the detail of what has been revealed in the Quran. Last verse, which I want to emphasize here, verse 89 of Surah Al-Nahl, 89. وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ تِبْيَانًا لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً وَبُشْرَى لِلْمُسْلِمِينَ. The glorious Quran have been revealed. Of course, the glorious Quran have been revealed to mankind, and it unfolded to us the phenomenal book of nature, so that we can make a result. And the first characteristic of the glorious Quran is Tibyanan likulli shay'in, explain everything. And number 2 is Huda. It is a guidance of Allah. The Holy Prophet had emphasized, "Taraktu fikum amrayni lan tadillu ba'di ma tamassaktum bihima kitab Allah wa sunnat Rasulih." I have laid for you 2 things which guarantees that you will never go astray as long as you uphold these 2. They are the glorious Quran and the Sunnah to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the third characteristic of the Quran is Rahmah. It is a blessing from Allah. We believe historically, before the revelation of the glorious Quran, during the time of Jahiliyyah, the time of the period of ignorance, there was no meaningful human society as what is happening now. Only the strong has the chance to survive. Misery to the people. But after the revelation of the glorious Quran, and then this is what verse 102 of Surah Al-Imran means. وَاذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ إِذْ كُنْتُمْ أَعْدَاءً فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ وَأَصْبَحْتُمْ بِنِعْمَتِهِ إِخْوَانًا. Remember with gratitude the grace of Allah, the blessing of Allah. Before the revelation of the glorious Quran, you have been in hostility among yourself. You have been in enmity among yourself. But after the revelation of the Quran, all of a sudden, this hostility it changed into not only integrity, not only unity and solidarity, but more than that, it was Islamic brotherhood of men, because we have one origin, that is Adam. Yes, and I think that this is regarding Islam Sharia. I already explained some description of Islam Sharia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much. I think before immediately what there, maybe Brother Abu, but just to start, just to kick off the discussion on the Sharia in the BBN, very clearly stated in the BBN that Sharia is for Muslims only. and it is not applied to the Christians nor to the indigenous people. It's for the Muslims. Can you please add some, then maybe brother, I am not the presiding officer, but maybe brother Abu can speak much about that.
Thank you, Chairman. That's correct. As proposed in the BBL, and it is also contained in the comprehensive agreement on the Bangsamoro, that the Sharia, that being the provisions of Sharia in the proposed BBL are only for Muslims, are only for Muslims. And also it only covers mostly Muslim personal laws. Muslim personal laws. In fact, I think I would like to invite you to see the provisions on the justice system, because this is a reformative system. What the CAP really provides is not only to address the historical injustice committed against the Bangsamoro, but these are opportunities that introduce reforms. In the justice system, for example, we have 4 systems. We have the regular courts, we have the Sharia, we have the indigenous court system, and we have the ADR, the alternative dispute resolutions. So that for our brother IPs, we have they are allowed to put up their own court system according to their own practice. For the Muslims, then the Sharia, and then for probably for other systems that we will not be covered, then we have introduced ADR, the alternative dispute resolution. ADR is a new addition to a new justice system. So I think this is all about what justice system in the proposed BBL.
Please, our Archbishop here, Cardinal, mentioned that it was given as a fatwa. Fatwa is the highest authority as far as religion is concerned. It has been given by the Mufti of Al-Azhar, condemning ISIS. As far as this has been fatwa, and then we cannot do otherwise. And we can accept the fatwa of the Azhar ulama because they are our teachers. So the same as we are also condemning, because we have to comply with the fatwa there. Regarding the call in the verse Quran, Ya al-kitab ta'alu ila kalimatin sawa'in bainana wa bainakum. We have to worship only one God, love your neighbors, and everything. Of course, in the glorious Quran, it is very emphatic there in the glorious Quran that we have to respect and love your neighbors. Number 1 is worship of Allah, and then respect to our parents, and then of course love your neighbors. And this is not new from the glorious Quran, but it has been also stated in the Bible itself. I think we can remember right in the Old Testament. That is in the second book of the Old Testament, the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse number 3, the 10th commandment. Thou shalt have no other God beside me. Thou shalt not take unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. And then remember the Sabbath day. Of course, it is not for the Catholics, but it's a Sabbathista. Remember the Sabbath day to make it holy. And then thou shalt not respect, honor their father and mother. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not be false witness. It is very clear. And it is also stated in many verses of the Quran. If you go to the New Testament, the Gospel according to St. Matthew, that is chapter number 19, Starting verse number 18 to verse number 19, the Ten Commandments have been repeated by Jesus Christ here. So respect your neighbors. And I think these are the common teaching of our religion, which we have to comply with. Yes, this is the only comment I can give.
Thank you very much for hearing those comments, sharing. And now, may I call on individual. I see the hands of Sir Edward and then Mother Ben next. Okay, Sir Edward.
The way I understand the question of instant evidence, Cardinal Cotabato, is that regarding the ISIS or the radical group here in our homeland. So, in reality, sa totoo lang, lumalabas na itong mga radical sa ating lugar. Ngayon na ilang beses mag-gera. The government, trying to, stop these people. In Lanao, Multigroup, tapos itong mga Busaya, nag-place ng allegiance sa ISIS. So, nangyari ngayon, there's an emerging group within our mix. And this is, of course, a concern to everybody. Concern ito nating lahat. And I think this is somehow the effect of long denied implementation of the agreement, of the peace agreement. Katulad nung muna, yung DIFF, so impatient, tumiwala sa MI, kasi wala na nataposan yung negotiation. And I think saying this reason, we give reasons to these people na magpan sila, nila ma-support yung peace process. Eh, medyo napapagod na siguro sa kayuntay. Okay. So, ito ang kalalabasan. So, pagtulungan natin na hindi mawala itong opportunity na ito. Maybe it's opportunity to solve the moral issues. Eh mawala pa. Ito na pagkakataon. So kailangan talaga ma-implement yung agreement. Wala nang ibang solusyon dito, kundi implement yung negotiated political settlement. Negotiated. Agreed na ito. Implementation. So we cannot afford to delay the implementation. Marami pang lalabas na mga radical group. Kasi itong mga radical group, mga bata, pinanganak yung mga yan sa panahon ng gera natin dito. So what do you think yung effect sa utak nila? Then, they claim to be allies sa ISIS. We hope na hindi pa kinilala ng ISIS yan. Kasi ang ISIS ngayon may laking problema sa Baghdad. Yung paggera dyan, scatter sila. Ang delikado, ito ang reality. Delikado pupunta sila dito sa atin. Problema natin lahat ito. Hindi lang problema ng gobyerno, hindi lang problema ng mga tao rito, problema ng Milf dito. So, ito lang ang buwan natin. Kasi ako naniwala sa dialogue. Itong agreement sa Milf at sa gobyerno, we have been fighting for almost 50 years. Pero nag-dialogue tayo, nag-negotiate, ito ang magic. Pwede tayo magkasundo. Katulad din ng itong mga radicals, the emerging radicals na yan. Pero hindi kausapin yan. Ano ba ang problema ninyo? Pero sa ngayon, wala pang power ng MI, wala pa sa authority. Mag-dialogue yan, what we can offer to redress the sentiments of these people. Diba? O meron na tayo, nakalagay na tayo sa poder. O ano ba problema natin? Pag-usapan natin. Anyway, isa lang ang lugar natin, isa lang ang religion natin, isa lang tribo natin. palagay ko naman siguro pwedeng magkasundo. Ito nga ang gobyerno, for 50 years, nag-gera, bloody war. Kasundo pa rin. Ang mas more yung brother mo, hindi lang kakaintindihan. So, I think, isang solusyon nito, pagtulong natin, may implement yung negotiated political agreement. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sir Edward. Father, again, microphone.
Na-appreciate ko yung pagpe-present ng parang grounding natin bilang mananampalataya. Both the Quran and the Bible have many things in common na pwede nating maging basihan ng ating mga pagsisikap, ng ating journey upang may taguyod ang tunay na paghahari ng Diyos, kapayapaan at pagkalinga sa bawat isa. Ang isang ibig kong iparating din at ito'y pwedeng bigyan ng opinion din ng ating mga resource persons, yung in line doon sa many attempts na in terms of dialogue and hopefully maka-implement ng mga concrete steps upang maghari ang kapayapaan sa ating region. Kasi naniniwala tayo na ang lahat ng mga pangyayari are really complementing to each other. Kung gusto natin development, dapat mayroong kapayapaan. Kung gusto natin magkaroon ng development ng kapayapaan, dapat ito'y nasusuportahan ng iba't ibang mga implementing activity upang tunay na makongkreto yung mga hangarin natin. No? So, complementary talaga ang dapat na mangyari. Subalit, mayroong mga, ako sa aking pagtingin, ay may mga delay. Alam ko na ginagawaan ng mga paraan, mga pag-sharpen ng mga, sabihin natin, content ng mga law natin, what the MILF is proposing now, upang magiging genuine, magiging tunay at kapanipaniwala yung mangyayari. Pero nakikita ko na mayroong mga gaps, o kaya sabihin natin kay lapses, na dahil doon ay nadidelay. Kasi ako ay may paniniwala na hindi natin makita at makaroon ng judgment kung ito'y tama o hindi unless na nakikita natin yung kanyang konkretong expression. Sabihin natin, please, marami na ginagawa tayo, mga developmental projects, mga opportunities sa ating mga farmers, both Muslims and Christians. Andun na nga yung reality na minsan yung mga equipment na binibigay sa mga farmers dahil kakulangan ng kanilang pagkain, binibenta yung binibigay ng gobyerno. Dresser, bao-bao, parang lang ang pagkain nila. No? So, may mga ginagawang gano'n, pero hindi masyadong, masasabi ko parang, hindi siya nagkakaroon ng impact sa ating mga community. Kaya ito yung aking pananaw and wish sa pamamagitan ng dialogue dito na hindi naman i-fast track, kundi talagang magiging konkreto na tayo at kung kailangan gawin na natin yung sinasabi ni engineer na napaka-delay na siguro. No? Para magsabihin natin, if we can do it and we believe that there's something to be done, then let's do it. No, so ito yung panawagan din sa both government natin at saka sa mga organizations. Yan na po.
Gawa ng solusyon. Kasi higulan ni Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam yan. Sinabi na ni Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, batay sa kanyang hadis, Syaitan qad a'sa an yu'bada fi jaziratil Arab walakin bitahrish bainakum. Si Satanas daw ay nawala na ng pag-asa na para salbahin at sundin ng mga sa Arabian Peninsula. Pero sa pamamagitan ng hindi nila pagkakasundo, doon siya makapasok sa kanila. So, ang problema yung hindi nila pagkakasundo. So, hindi na kaya yan sapagkat yan ay nature at sinabi na ni Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam batis pananaw. Ikalawa, mayroong sinabi ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sa banal na Quran sa Surah Al-Furqan. وَجَعَلْنَا بَعْضَكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ فِتْنَةً. Atas yung sabi ni Prophet, sabi ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ginawa namin sa pamamagitan niyo ang fitna. Nature. Ginawa ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ang fitna. Pero kayo ba ay makapagtiis? Sabi ng isa sa mga patas sa Islam, si Mutawalli Sha'rawi, rahimahullah, sabi niya, hindi natin kayang iwasan ang fitna. Pero, ang kaya natin iwasan ay yung resulta ng fitna. Yung resulta ng hindi pagkakaintindihan. Ang pinaka-solusyon para maiwasan, pero kayo ba ay makapagtiis? Kayo ba ay makapagtiis? So yung problema sa Middle East, ako, lagi kong inaalala ito, na di si Propeta ng mga salvation. Pero dito sa atin, saan tayong kami sa mga nasabi ng mga kapatid na kaya natin solusyonan. Kaya natin solusyonan ang mga problema, pag-usapan ng radicalism dito. Pati sa amin, kami, sa lahat ng aming mga tweets, sa lahat ng aming mga activities, kinukundina namin ang wala sa pananampalatayang Islam. Wala sa Islam ang terorismo, recision, lahat. Radicalism, wala sa pananampalatayang Islam. Yan ay malinaw, katulad din ng sinabi ng kardinal. Lahat ng mga Muslim natin sa Islam ay nagsabi na wala yan sa pananampalatayang Islam. So, pinapaliwanag namin sa kanila kung anong tunay na Islam. And then, isa sa mga solusyon, kayo ng mga kapatid namin, ito ay nakikita namin solusyon. Makatulong din kayo upang ipakilala sa kanila ang Islam. Katulad ng ginagawa ng kapatid natin, si Cardinal. Hindi katulad ng dati na minsan, masamang-masama ang Islam. Masamang-masama ang mga Muslim. Yung sa mga unang panahon ba, makatulong kayo na ipakilala ang Islam, ang mga tunay ng mga Muslim at sumuporta sa mga hindi radical, sa mga tawag yun sa mga wasotiya, moderate, sa mga moderate na mga Muslim. Yun tayo magtulong-tulungan. Halimbawa sa labanan, nung may bisita dito na pumunta galing sa Europe, isa akong nakapagbigay, nakapresenta sa human rights ng Islam. So isa sa malinaw sa Islam, sa batas ng Islam na kabila sa nabanggit ni Mufti o Grand Mufti na hindi pwedeng patayin ang mga pari. Hindi pwedeng patayin ang mga pari. Sabi ko sa mga kapatid natin na bumisita dito, sa international law, meron bang nabanggit na hindi pwedeng patayin ang mga ustads? Hindi pwedeng patayin ang mga Muslim group o kaya yung leaders. Pero sa Islam, hindi pwedeng patayin ang mga pari. Hindi pwedeng, mayroon pang mga hadis ni Propeta Muhammad SAW, hindi pwedeng patayin ang mga vendor. Panahon pa ng labanan. Hindi pwedeng patayin ang mga fanda, yung mga farmer. Hindi pwedeng patayin. Pananakot, wala sa pananampalatayang Islam. Magpakamatay, yung suicide bombing, wala din niya sa pananampalatayang. Napakaraming mga pananaw. Kahit yung mga katulong, hindi pwedeng saktan. Yan ay napakalino. Marami tayong batayan hinggi dyan. Pero, ang kailangan natin, pagtulong-tulungan natin na may presenta na ang tunay na pananampalataya, tunay na katuruan na nasa itaas. Yun lamang.
Maraming salamat, Ustads. Malinaw naman yung sinasabi natin isa yun sa mga konkreto dapat natin gawin. Pagtulungan ng ISC, paano natin yung palaganap, para masumpo kung hindi nang marulus natin yung mga biases.
But we have to address this as a common agenda. Lalo-lalo lang, walang 3 years, kira ang muro at saka Espanyol, so ang daming dalang privileges. So kailangan i-address natin. Yeah, because we cannot go on forever, with all the respect to you, fighting each other. Mindanao is for everybody. There is enough space for everybody in Mindanao. At dapat, yung nandito, kailangan may space para sa kanila. Kasi hindi naman pwede, halimbawa, yung mga IP, sana din sila, may driver, saan sila pupunta? Wala na sila anak. Di ba? And then, yung mga moro, dito na kami, hindi naman pwede sila policy kami dito. Di ba? Pero, yan, naka-interlink din yan doon sa mga patas. Yung isang patas, na nandiyan pa rin sa batas ng Pilipinas hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin naalis. Eh, ginawa yan sa panahon ng Amerikano, 1935, ng 1930s, halimbawa, na yung mga Moro pwede lang kumuha ng 10 hectares, samantala yung mga settlers na hindi pa napunta rin yung iba, pwede 24 hectares. So dapat pagtulungan din natin yan kasi source din yan eh. Ibisipin mo yung native ng area, 10 hectares na pagkatapos yung newcomers, minsan wala pa rito, eh may 24 hectares. So mga bagay na ganyan, yung tinatawag natin is, ano ba, strategic violence mo yung tawag ko, hindi ko matata. So ito nga, kailangan siyoy tayo kasi wala naman kayo pupuntahan, nandito na kayo, wala naman kayo pupuntahan. Kaya naman i-address natin on the spirit of brotherhood and the spirit of understanding and common interest para mag-solve natin ang problema ito.
When I attended this discussion with, I heard about BBL, and there was a proposal actually na I think may certain group from the BBL group nabababa sa mga kapilya ng iba't ibang parokya to speak about the essence of BBL. And yet until now, hindi pa nagagawa. No? I think that is one important thing to do kasi sabi na mention ni Cardinal kanina it is important to educate the people in the ground. No? For us, like mga peace coordinator, okay na sa amin yun, no? We have this common things, commonalities in terms of religion and others. But how about the people in the ground? Like for instance, sa mga kapilya, these people are just, palagi lang nila napapanood nyo sa media, mas media, and sometimes iba yung nakakarating sa kanila ng mga information. So nagkakaroon ng misinformation. But siguro, importante din yung magkaroon din ng talaga. Yung sabi na, yung proposal nila na bababa sila sa kapilya with this grassroots, na paripaliwanag yung kahalaga ng BBL. Kasi kung kami lang, I think, isa sa iniisip din namin, baka kulang din yung aming mga kaalaman tungkol sa BBL. Kasi importante din, may mga tao talagang may malalim na kaalaman sa BBL na tutulong doon sa baba, sa grassroots, magpapaliwanag dito BBL. Para at least lahat, no? Especially yung mga people sa grassroots, baliwalagan din sa kahalagan nito BBL. No? So yun lang po ang mga concerns namin. Kasi may, like for instance kami, pinaririnig kami mga negative din ng mga information na kakarating sa grassroots. No? Like for instance, yung mga yung tanong laging tinatanong na paano na kami mga Kristiyano, no? Ano yung sinasabi nila mga aalisin na yung mga mga port, gano'n, magiging haraw na. May mga misinformation na nakakarating sa labs. I think that triggers the, yung kanilang feeling. Pero, of course, importante pa rin talaga sabi ko nga, yung binabanggit ka rin ng Cardinal, yung education to the grassroots.
Dagdag ko lang din po, no? Hindi naman siguro maging masama sa atin kung yung mga brother Muslim natin papasok sa mga kapilya natin, no? Para rin papaliwanag yung kahalagaan ng BBL. Dahil kami rin po, sa level namin, maraming BBL sessions natin na namin, at alam namin, nakikita namin maganda yung idudulot ng BBL. No? Yung mga pangyayari na nangyari na yung hindi dapat mangyari, hindi naman yata maging malaki doon para ituloy yung implementation ng BBL. No? Alam natin, ang presidente natin, taga Mindanao, ay gusto niya rin mangyari yung minimiti natin kapayapaan. Kaya kami din, hindi naman din po masama sa amin na kami pupunta rin sa komunidad na Muslim community para ipapaliwanag din yung pagkakaisa. No? Kaya yun na naman po, kasi nga meron sa Katoliko meron kaming hierarchy, ang cardinal at meron kami mga chapel leaders na siya rin tutulong para yung nangyari ng mga kapanahonan na naging maganda yung relasyon ng Muslim Christian at sana mamiti natin ngayon papasok ng mga gagawin natin. No? Kaya nagpapasalamat po kami na ginawa itong dialogue nito para magkaroon ng mga pagbubukas, no? Ng mga kasagutan sa mga katanungan na mga questions from the ground at pwede natin ipaabot.
Inumpisa na si... yes, Cardinal, yes.
Tatlong questions po para sa ating Muslim brothers. Number one is, ano ba ang nasabi ninyo about the public movement? Kasi may mga questions ng mga Kristiyano dyan sa tablik. May some of them, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, are teaching some radical ideas. Number two, ano naman yung monitoring ninyo sa mga madrasa, schools? Kasi may mga suspicion din ng Kristiyano ay foreign missionaries that are teaching in madrasa schools, especially sa interior ng Mindanao. Hindi nila alam kung anong sinasabi sa mga estudyante nila. At may suspicion na baka kung galing sila sa Pakistan o sa ano ang sinasabi nila. So, that's the first question. The second one is why mga Christian Catholic participants here are talking about what the church can do, going to the chapels, taking care of making sure that there are no biases and prejudices. Ano naman ang pwede magawa ng mga religious leaders of Islam? Kasi kayo, wala kayong hierarchy except maybe kilang mufti here can give you instruction. Pero kami may hierarchy. Dito sa archdiocese, mahirap din mag-exercise ng hierarchy with regard to this question of Muslim-Christian relationship. Kaya, very grateful ako sa trabaho ni Father Lyson, who has parish to parish nagkaroon culture of peace and culture of dialogue sa mga parish and parish. At maganda naman yung reception ng mga parishioners. Gusto niya rin na ganyan din ang mangyari sa mga kaparihan namin na mayroon din seminar with him on this kasi nagustuhan ng mga parishioner. Ano naman on the side of Muslim leaders? Ano naman ang ginagawa ninyo about that? Kasi maraming prejudices. Among the Christians, marami. Among the Muslims, may prejudice na 2 beses ko narinig ito. Bishop ako ng Cotabato, nabisita ako sa Kabakan, that is a Muslim village. Sabi ko, gusto ko bisitahin doon, pag-usap-usap. Pumunta ko doon sa Muslim village, at sabi ko, kilala na nila ako, binumubis ko ng Cotabato, tinanong ako. Nagtanong ako sa kanya, ano naman mga problema ninyo? Walang problema. Walang nakawan dito? Walang nakawan? Walang nakawan kasi walang Kristiyano dito. Express nyo, walang Kristiyano dito. Kapag walang nakawan, anong problema? Patayan lang. I heard the same with Cotabato. Cotabato City, may Muslim-Christian dialogue ng BUC, Bishops Ulama Conference. Bisita kami sa katedral, nagtanong ko start sa akin, bakit may mga estatula doon. Sabi niya, you are worshiping false idols, hindi kami nag-worship yan. Nag-pray lang kami to the person represented by that statue, and the person is in heaven. So we pray for her, for the intercession of that. Pero yung instrumento lang yun para ma-imagine namin yung tao sa simbahan nasa heaven. Tapos, pumunta kami sa lugar-lugar. Nagbisita ka sa mosque. Yung protestant siya, tanong siya, Ustaz, hindi ba kayo matakot na yung mga sapatos namin mawala? Bago lang yung sapatos ko, sabi na Methodist Bishop, Pinagin Kumes, Pinagin Kumes, bago lang sapatos ko, ay, sir, sabi ng Ustaz, sir, huwag kang matakot, walang Kristiyano dito. So may prejudice din sila, kayo, may prejudice din kami marami. Ano naman ang inyong papel ninyo bilang religious leaders na mawala din ang mga biases talaga? Okay.
Ang setting kasi niya, mas public sa India. Sa India. Ang India ay talagang ulong-garo ng mga British ng India. Kasi ito compare yung mga British sa mga Amerikano, kung pwede natin sabihin better colonizers, pwede natin sabihin yun, pero colonizer, pare-pareho yan. They are aiming for the West and the control country. Pare-pareho yan, whether British, American, talaga naman hinangan nila yung control sa resources, control sa power. Diba? Wala colonizer na hindi ganyan nila pag-isip. Pero pag kailan mo ang resulta, halimbawa ang reality, siguro pwede natin sabihin yung mga British yung tawag yan, yung moderate na colonizer. Hindi gaya ng Amerikano, puto yan nila, isasagarin yan. Di ba? But, iniingatan nila yung halimbawa, colonized country na hindi magiging malaking problema sa ang diferensya, ang British, they are mainly focused on the economic side, but not more on the political. Kaya pag tingnan mo yung mga lugar na na-colonize ng British, mas madali makakuha ng independensya, gaya ng Malaysia, gaya ng India, gaya ng India. So panahon ng British sa India, gusto nila na hindi malaking problema ang mangyayari sa kanila. Kaya so they encourage yung non-violent approach, yung kay sino ba yung Gandhi? Indira Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi. Yung non-violent approach, passive resistance. Passive resistance. So in a way, yung tablig, yung pa rin ang kanilang pagtuturo. In Israel, very conservative yung tablig. Kaya tingnan mo sa kanila, wala silang sinasabi tungkol sa jihad.
They said, of course, jihad. A misconception of jihad also. Because jihad is simply definition of jihad. I'a'la'u kalimatillah. To keep the word of God supreme. What is the word of God? Islam. That is the word of God. So we have to keep peace, because Islam is peace, or solution to the there's a verse 208, Surah Al-Baqarah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu dakhulu fi silmi or you believe you have to enter into submission, full submission to Allah. So I think this misunderstanding of the concept of jihad, because jihad is to keep the word of Allah supreme. It is to say, keep the word of Allah above everything. Allah's commandment should have the priority. Yes. And Allah's word is Islam, because this is the revelation of Allah Islam. Regarding madrasa, it is also an Arabic word. Madrasa means educational institution. Dars means what you call lesson. So madrasa is the place where you have to educate the people, or those who are entering the madrasa. So madrasa, the teaching of madrasa is, I think, it is the real teaching of Islam if we put it into real or practical way. And this is the meaning of madrasa. full. Yes.
I would like to interrupt you kasi yung question is sa practicality. Ito po, there was a madrasa that was closed down by the government in Pangasinan somewhere because of the idea that the monitoring, because the teacher was talking about radicalism. It was closed and it had an effect on missionaries everywhere. But the government decided that there would be a strict compliance with immigrant or foreign missionaries coming to the Philippines, and it was general. And CBCP had to appeal to the government, bakit ginagawa nyo yan? Marami kaming foreign missionaries at nalilimit na ito. And the answer was, it's because of other foreign missionaries coming, like the madrasa doon sa Pangasinan. Here, a question ko therefore is that the madrasa schools, is there a monitoring of that from your part? Gusto ng government na to regularize the teaching, every teaching, and to monitor teaching in the madrasa schools. They should now become part of the whole Department of Education and Culture para may supervisory gobyerno o di madrasa school. So ito din ang practical. Ang nangyari sa Pangasinan, mayroon din fears na Kristiyano na baka nangyari din sa Pangasinan. The Catholic movement is also practical. When I was parish priest of Polo for 2 years, there was a great cooperation between Muslims and Christians. But in the when Iran was freed out from the Khan, the Catholic movement began to spread. The missionaries were to and now there is an influence of the Catholic movement on the Muslims in Sulu because there is some influence na dapat wala ng pork wala ng pig sa yard ng mga Kristiyano where there is and dapat mayroon din sila mga veils ngayon. Noon wala pa yan. Pero mga veils. And there is an effort to convert Christians doon sa bulok. So, ito ba yung nagyayari sa atin? Parang may influence ang Catholic movement on the way of life of our Maguindanao Muslims so that ito nangyari sa bulok might be also ito. Yan po ang questions.
Yes, thank you very much. It's my own way of thinking. It's madrasa. Supposed to be in curriculum. Putting madrasa should be in line with the curriculum, national curriculum. However, I believe that this could be finalized under the administration or the Department of Administration. We are still on the process. We are still on the process of correcting everything, especially in the term madrasa. Inshallah, God wills, if the administration of Baltimore will run, and then I believe that everything will be received by them.
Just to get information, nasa Pangasinan, as far as I know, it was run by the Santos Brothers. Ang Santos Brothers, mga dating Kristiyano yan. Siguro iba sa kanila, pumunta sa Middle East, trabaho doon. At because of their stay in the Middle East, magiging Muslim sila. So when they came home, ang unang ginawa nila, there are radio stations eh. Maganda yung mga programa nila. And then, kasi yung mga ganyan mga tao, yung pag-convert ng Islam, minsan mas extremist pa ang views nila kaysa yung dating mga Muslim. So, eventually, hindi sila satisfied yung sarili program nila. And then doon sa madrasa nila, then eventually they get connected with the so-called extremes. Kaya, they organized the Raja Sulaiman movement in Manila. Kaya, from that time on, monitor na ng gobyerno hanggang sa dumating ng panahon, nahuli sila. So, nasa kulungan sila. That's the origin of that madrasa in Pangasinan.
Dito po sa side ng mga Christian, in terms of BBL, no? Ito yung mga kinatakutan ng mga Christian group, level, no? And then, 3 years ago, isang NGOs na nagkandak ng isang consultation kung paano tayo makatulong yung certain groups na about sa peace kasi ongoing yung ating negotiation doon sa government o sa So, yung mga small groups recommended na why we go to the like kanina yung sa mga ground roads, no? And then we come up na we conducted already the religious interreligious dialogue. So, ipa-implement na kanina nabanggit natin yung jihad is lateral na pag-intindi yung ating mga medyo no? So, pag sabi ng jihad, basta parang sa parang naging oppressed sila, no? So, dito, we have already conducted sa mga campus, no? Schools, mga youth, na ma-discover natin na yung, kasi we are, isa lang yung ating, hindi isa lang yung God natin. And then, iba lang yung paggawin sa ating practice about sa ating faith. And then, nakama na marami tayong mga, napakaganda po yung result. Although, 9 lang yung ating napuntahan na communities and schools both. And then, maganda yung feedback dahil nga nagkaroon ng difference kung bakit, ano talaga yung pagkakaiba ng Christian sa Muslim. Pero ipanaw na hindi pala ito masyadong malayo. Although marami tayong, pero wala masyadong diferensya. So nakaugat na doon kung bakit yung mga kabataan malulunod na sa ating mind, akin ng mind na parehas na tayo, both Christian and Muslim. So yung sabi ko na yung sadihan, ito yung pinagawa ka, no? And then, experience-wise, hindi lang sa Christian ito na nangyari sa Catholic na yung isang community, although sa aming community na siyempre may mga kapitbahay natin mga Moro, no? Mananaw, Maguindanao, basta Moro sila. Na during sa aming mga activities sa kapilya, yung mga bata, hindi yung mga laki, yung mga bata, binabato yung aming kapilya. So, naburin na, baka, yung mga matanda naman, hindi naman sila ginano na, hinayaan parang ganun ba, no? So, hindi rin ito sa mga Christian na, no? Lalaki sa mga Visayas area, pero din yung pagbang, parang nagalit yung mga binatawa tayong pang-aasa yung trompa, ganun yun sa atin, no? So, hindi nila alam kung ano yung pinagkarasan natin o pinag-worship natin. So, why not? We come up, baka masali ito sa isang education sa ground level na ito yung ating interreligious dialogue. From the youth pa lang, alam nila kung ano yung ating hingatan. Kaya siya ulit namin, baka after na ma-approve yung ating BPL, bahala na kayo dyan, okay na nakuha na namin yung aming gusto. Yan po yung aming gusto tawagin.
Si Ustad sa atin, unang point yung related sa tatlong tanong ng Cardinal. Ikatlo yung ng Muslim at sa Kristiyano. Kaya nasasabi yun na dahil walang Kristiyano dito kasi nauna na yung ka. So, just share my opinion. Una-una, sikapin natin na tuloy-tuloy ang ganito mga tayo. Yung mga common factor, dapat natin pagkaisaman, dapat natin pagkaisaman. Sikapin natin na maipa-unawa sa mga kapatid ng mga Muslim at sa mga kapatid ng mga Christian. Ikalawa, mayroon sa Islam na tinatawag na ta'ayusin coexistence. Yung pwede mamuhay ang Muslim at sa Kristiyano sa isang tirahan, sa isang bubong, sa isang lugar. Yan ay nawala sa atin yan. Basta Kristiyano, Kristiyano, basta Muslim ay Muslim. So, kapilin natin na ito ay ma-promote natin. Kami, isa sa mga ginagawa namin, ang mga may ito, actually may simulat ko dito, mga tens o baka hundreds pa na pwedeng gawin ng Muslim bilang pakikitungo sa hindi Muslim. So, tinitry natin na malaman ng mga kapatid natin ng mga Muslim. Isa pa, ikatlo yung karapatan ng mga hindi Muslim sa Islam. Kailangan din natin yan. Kasi akala ng mga Muslim, halimbawa ay wala na silang karapatan. Hindi. Karapatan sa kapitbahay, lahat ng uri ng karapatan bilang tao. Tungkol naman sa madrasa, actually, nung may lecture kami doon sa naitanong din na ang madrasa daw ay nagpo-provide ng mga radicals. So sabi namin, hindi totoo. Hindi yan totoo. Pero, ang pinaka-problema sa madrasa natin ay hindi kompleto. Hindi kami kompleto. Napakaraming kulang at yung pagtuturo. Maniwala kayo, may mga madrasa, 500 aman ang sweldo. 1,000 aman ang sweldo. Paano sila wala na isulat na curriculum? In-interview ako bago ko umalis ako in-interview ako. Ano ang pwede may tulong namin sa inyo para masukuan ng radicalism? Sabi ko, isa na yung tulungan nyo kami para makagawa ng curriculum. Ang curriculum sa Islam at saka sa aming mga madrasa para makaprint kami ng mga curriculum. Masukuan ang lahat ng mga problema sa aming teachings sa pamamagitan namin. So kung naman sa tablet, just I share my knowledge about the tablet. Ang nangyari kasi, mayroon akong aklat na tungkol sa tablet na ang pinagmula ng tablet ay si Abdullah ibn Saba. Hindi ko sinisigurado na totoo, pero ang author ang sumulat nito ay ang namuno daw kay founder ng tablet ay si Abdullah ibn Saba al-Yahudi. Isang Hudyo kasi ayon sa kasaysayan. Ang mga ginawa ng mga Hudyo noon sa panahon ni Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tatlo. Isa itong tablet na ang pakay nito ay yung hindi maunawaan ng mga tao ang tunay na katuruan ng Islam. Just to pray in mosques. Ang samantala ang Islam ay nidam ilahiyun wa qanunun samawi. It is a revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala na compose of all aspects of life. So sa kanila, kailangan magdasalan, just stay in mosque like that. So, parang gusto nila patayin ng Islam ba? Iyon ang isang pakay ni Abdullah ibn Yahudi. Ikalawa na ginawa ng mga Hudyo, si Abdullah ibn Saba al-Yahudi din, yung radical din, yung mga khawarij sa panahon ni Ali. Siya din yung pinaka-founder, radical. Ginawa nilang ang mga tao na para hindi sumang-ayon sa leader, hindi sumang-ayon sa kay Ali. Lumabas sila sa pamunuan ni Ali. Ikatlo yung Shia. So ibig sabihin, itong mga idea o kaya mga groups na minsan nakakaabala sa Islam nang dahil sa nagagawa ng hindi mga Muslim para ipasok sa Islam upang sirain ang Islam. So ang pinakaano natin dito yung para maipakilala natin ang tunay na katuruan ng Islam. Ito na ako.
Okay, maraming salamat, Ustad Sali.
I have 24 brothers and sisters. Lima dito sa mga brothers and sisters ko from a Christian mother. Ibig sabihin, I am familiar with brother Christians. I live in Zamboanga City. I am a tausug sama. I grew up in Zamboanga City Christian community. My playmates were Christian boys. They ate with me, they slept with me, I ate with them, and I slept with them also. School, also same mother. So, ang pananaw ko ay we cannot live without the Christians in Mindanao. Because in myself, before I was born, there were already Christians in Mindanao. And up to now, there are still Christians in Mindanao. And in our holy book, the Bible, the Quran, especially the Quran to us as Muslims, sinasabi sa amin na respect the people of the book. And the people of the book, to my understanding, is that the Muslims, the Christians, and the Jews. Kaya ang greeting ng Muslim ay Assalamualaikum. To the Jews, Shalom, also Salam. Salam Alaikum. To the Aramaic. So, isa lang ang yan, it's always peace. Sa tatlong religion is always about peace, about love, love of God, love of neighbor, love of oneself. So if you love yourself, huwag kang magulo, huwag kang maggawa ng gulo. Kasi manggulo ka, maguguluhan yung buhay mo. So yun po ang pananaw ko. So halimbawa ako as a member, actually I was one of the founding member of the MNLF. Ako po ang naghatid ng tinatawag na 90, yung group of 90 to the training camp. I graduated from Egypt, from the military academy, Cairo Military Academy, one of the most popular military school in the Middle East, created by the British. All military personnel in Africa, especially in the Arab countries, goes to this military academy for their military science. I graduated from there 1 year after Gaddafi graduated from the same academy. So yung objective namin, talagang it was not to fight against the Christians. As I said, I have brothers and sisters from Christian mother. We live with the Christians, we play with them, but our intention is to regain our sovereignty, a lost sovereignty. Because we thought that there was no hope in this country. The Muslim cannot develop in this country because we were discriminated in all aspects of human life, education, economy, whatsoever. So, as a member of the revolutionary movement, I am now with the MILF, we pursue the same objective, not to fight against the Christian, not to drive the Christian away, because the Christians also have entitlement to live in peace. In the same manner that we also want to live in peace. As a member of the MILF panel, I make always myself available to manifest, okay, or to inform, especially in Metro Manila area, for those who are willing to listen, for those who are willing to talk about peace. I attend forum and we tell them that the BBL is not against Christianity, neither it is against Christians, or neither it is against the IP in Mindanao. It's all for this. I am talking of the BBL produced by the past BTC, because modesty aside, I was also one of the commissioners who drafted the BBL that was submitted to Congress. It was not a result of only the thinking of the commissioners. The BBL was produced out of consultations in Metro Manila, in the Visayas, and much so in Mindanao. And all of those suggestions, recommendations taken for peace, for coexistence, for development, and for everything, for all of the people in the supposed to be future Bangsamoro is embodied in that BBL. And the BBL is not only for Muslim. As I said, it's all for the people, whether you are Muslim, Christian, Lumad, or what. For as long as you are a part of the future Bangsamoro, you are entitled to all of those rights enjoyed by the Muslim, by the Lumad, and by the Christian. So this is what we impart, what we usually tell people in attendance to forum that we attend, and we also brief them about what is the status of the ongoing peace process. We tell them that there is already an executive order creating the new BTC, and there has been there are 21 people that will compose the new BTC. 11 of which will be coming from the MILF, and 10 will be coming from the government side. The 10 people that will compose the government sector will be 3 will be coming, will be nominees of the MNLF SEMA faction. Because the missionary faction, while originally wanting to join the BTC, they were supposed to be allotted 5 members, but then later on missionary backed out and instead created his own panel and recommended to the president to also create a new panel of the government to deal with them. So this is what we are doing. We are making ourselves available to sectors that are willing to listen, willing to know what is the intention or what is the objective of the MILF about the future Bangsamoro, and what is the, by the way, the term Bangsamoro is not only specifically for Muslim. This will include also the Christians who are in Mindanao, or the IPs, because we thought that we cannot really be united when we carry on with our own. Like in my case, I will say I am Itausug, and then my other partner is Maguindanao or Maranao, Tiguray or Calagan or what. So we thought that the terms of reference for unity is Bangsamoro, because if we go back to history, there was only one people in Mindanao, going about Bangsamoro, and that included the Tidurays, the Manobo, the Blaan, and so forth. So that is the term that was used. So, yun lang ang we made available to ourselves to explain our position, and that for unity, purposes of unity, as I said, we want to live in peace, and we cannot live in peace if we quarrel with our Christian neighbors. So, if we are true, and I believe we are true to our objective, we want to live in peace. So we want to live with the Tidurays, with the Manobo, with the Ilonggo, with the Cebuano, and everybody here in Mindanao. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Kapal. Yes, sister, can we hear from you?
Addressing the biases. I'd like to begin by saying that the Office of Notre Dame, the Congregation Manor, was established right here in Cotabato City. So that our constitutions, one of the articles of our constitutions concerns about the Muslim, we say that we have a special concern for our Muslim brothers and sisters. So from the very beginning of our foundation as Religious Congregation, meron na kami talagang, we thought, may special concern kami sa mga Moro. We always say that we were born at the heart of Mindanao. So hindi dissociated ang mga concerns ninyo from us. Having said that, I'd like to share with you some of the things that the congregation does in relation to addressing the biases na parang prevalent in Mindanao. We are into education and formation. Ang aming congregation ay may mga ministry engagements in Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, of course, right here in the Archdiocese of Cotabato, in Tikip, Bulawan, Alumada, these places I mentioned, may mga Bangsamoro students and teachers na kasama kami, especially in Bulawan, which is an archdiocesan school under Cardinal Quevedo's domain. What do we exactly do? Meron kaming information in the retreat, recollections, for instance, of the students. They are always interreligious. Ibig sabihin, Moro at saka ang Catholics always together. And hindi lang yan minsan nangyayari, that it's a regular program that our schools have. We even start young. Meron kaming mga learning centers, the focus of which is the culture of peace. Ang isang, I'd like to share one feature of our peace learning centers that talks about the peace table. Kasi sa aming learning spaces, almost always we endeavor. The number of Moro and Catholic Christian pupils are almost equal. Kunyari kung meron 10, ang Moro, almost 10 din ang Christian. Kung minsan hindi rin that exact, syempre. Depende sa enrollment. But one picture we thought that has a very significant impact on the life of the young pupils had been the peace table. Sa room namin, merong isang corner where the peace table is located, and the pupils were taught that if there is any conflict between you, a Moro, between a Muslim and a Christian pupil, or between a Christian and another Christian, or Moro and Moro, you go to that corner where the peace table is, you sit there and talk about what is your conflict about. But this young, so siyempre ang kanilang language will be that of the young. So, siyempre mga bata, madali naman silang madaling mawala ang kanilang sama ng loob. So pagkatapos sila mag-usap, a few minutes lang, they eat the peace table hand in hand na. Nagtatawanan na, sharing food even. And then, ang isang nakita namin, this particular practice had been taken to their families. Na-experience namin one time, the mother came to our school and asked, "Sister, ano ba yung peace table na yan?" Kasi one time, nag-aaway kaming mag-asawa, sabi ng anak ko, "Punta kayo sa peace table." So, ang nanay nagtanong, "Ano ba yan?" So, our sister explained about it. If that is possible sa mga bata, young, and when I say young, this is 5, 6 years old. Kasi nga kinder eh. So we thought na pwede, no? So, we hope na habang lumalaki siya, pwede niyang dalhin ang kulturang yun until such time that he is old enough to share the particular practice. So yung peace table, hindi lang nangyayari ngayon between MILF and the government. As young as our pupils, we already have our peace negotiations and peace table. So aside from that, another thing that we do in school is the idea of yung interreligious dialogue na formation. We do that regularly sa aming mga schools. We have, hindi naman regular in the sense na meron particular regularity information, but we give formation on interreligious dialogue and meron talagang mga practices na ginagawa. And in relation to celebration, it is always interreligious. Kapag meron kaming occasions like graduation or any activities in school, it is always started with a interreligious prayer. One from, even in the classroom, I am a faculty member of Notre Dame of Dalawan sa senior high, and every day, meron kaming interreligious prayer before the start of the class. Another is mga advocacies. Ang mga estudyante, they are already taught to be engaged in peace building. Mga simpleng bagay lang, pero we thought that that's possible. And then finally, ang aming congregation, the sisters, we are engaged in the education formation on the various concerns of Mindanao. We have been engaged in education on the DBL. Ang aming mga mother na nasa iba't ibang schools, I'd like to personally say that I have been engaged in the education on the DBL. I went around the Sulu, Tawi-Tawi schools namin and Basilan and around the area to share with them what I have learned from the different seminars also that I was able to attend. I had the privilege of being with Honorable Iqbal in the past, and I learned so much from his talks, and this we share with our sisters. So I'd like to assure you that we have been engaged in the concerns in Mindanao. We are trying, really trying lang, kasi we do not have enough pandemic, not enough information, but those information we get, we try to really share those with our sisters and consequently to our mission partners and the clientele that we have. We had recently our assembly, and in that assembly of sisters from all over the country, we made a commitment that we will continue with our engagement, and at the same time we would like to intensify our studies on the Mindanao issues, especially on those that concern Cotabato area. We thought that it is our responsibility as women congregations established in Mindanao to really be engaged. Hindi pwedeng nakatayuro kami sa sideline. Because sabi nga namin, yung kasama namin sa jeep, yung mga suki namin sa palengke, yung mga doktor na pinupuntahan namin, they are both Muslim and Christians. We are giving even our health to Muslim doctors. We are entrusting our lives sa mga drivers ng tricycle, sa mga jeep, sa mga buses who are Muslims. So we thought that there is mutuality in this concern, and we'd like to assure you, our Muslim brothers, that we are with you in your concerns. So, magsukod-tukod. I have been in Tawi-Tawi for 10 years. So, magsukod ka
Thank you very much, Sister. OND, Oblates of Notre Dame. Pero si Edgar, sister, pagka ND, iba na yung pakahulugan niya dyan. Kasi alam mo na ND. And then, OMI. Ngayon, may tinatawag OMI na. Well, anyway, not that crossroads of the words, but thank you for that sharing. Very, very enlightening sharing. So, tumatawag ka, Terso. Hindi ko yung tinatawag ko. Yes, Dan, would you like to say something? Your observation?
Gusto ko lang i-share yung experience ko last week. I was in Iligan and I accidentally had a long lunch conversation with Professor Rudy, na dating member ng Peace Manor, kasama rin na chairman dati. So, kunento niya, that night daw, may dumalaw sa kanila from the neighborhood. Sabi ko, sino? Mga tablig daw. Sabi ko, anong purpose? Ba't kayo dinalaw? Gusto nila kami i-convert, mag-Islam. Sabi ko, anong ginawa mo? Anong sirgot mo? Pinatuloy namin sila. Tapos sinabi ko, tuloy kayo dito sa bahay ko. Meron kaming Bible, meron kaming Quran. Andito yung mga literature sa Bangsamoro na sinulat ko. So ano yung pag-usapan ba natin? So sabi paano nag-end up yun? Nag-apologize daw sila na wala naman pala dapat pilitan. Nagkakasundo naman doon sa layunin. Pero gusto ko rin dumalo ulit para patuloy yung conversation. Nang tinanong ko siya kapag doon sa chance ng BBL sa Kongreso, sabi niya, posibleng magkakaproblema. Pero actually sabi niya, ang problema ay hindi lang yung Kongreso. Ang malaking pang problema, sabi niya, ay kung paano i-address yung misunderstanding, yung deep-rooted prejudices at biases ng ating mga kapatid na Kristiyano kasama rin lang mga MPs sa Bangsamoro. Lalo na yung mga nasa loob ng territory ng Indisyon Bangsamoro. So yun yung interesting na encounter. Tungkol dun sa third na tanong, ano yung makontribute? Sa part ng office namin, nag-initiate kami ng isang project. Ito yung paggawa ng mga short films tungkol sa Mindanao Complex sa Bangsamoro. In-engage namin mga young filmmakers mula sa Mindanao at nakaproduce ng 7 short films na nagre-revolve doon sa identity ng Bangsamoro, doon sa peace zones, mga initiative ng peace building sa Mindanao, kasama na rin yung IPs. So, inilibot sa mga schools sa Manila, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa gusto namin this year, ipagpatuloy sa community level para gawin parang medium for discussion. Kasi kailangan yung additional na narratives. Maraming hindi nakakaintindi talaga yung complication ng history sa context Mindanao. Sa Cotabato, meron kaming weekly radio program every Thursday, 7 to 8 o'clock, na nai-air sa Central Mindanao kasama na sa island provinces. Dito naman kinatalakay yung mga latest updates sa Bangsamoro, kung saan yung mga listeners ay nakakapag-tanong, nakakapag-text, ina-air yung matanong nila, concerns nila. At meron kami mga community dialogue kung saan inimbita namin yung mga peace panel sa BTC na makipag-direct communication doon sa communities para mayroong direct exchange sa kayong community makapag-raise ng kanilang mga concerns. Yun lang po.
Maraming salamat, Danny. Yes, Father.
Good afternoon sa lahat. I find this dialogue very interesting and edifying. I learned a lot from the talk of Cardinal and his questions and the answers coming from the leaders. I'd like to share some of my experiences in a cathedral. I have been there for almost 3 years. At yung una, mayroong invitation on about BBL at sinabi ko sa mga PPC leaders namin na mayroong mag-conduct ng seminar about BBL. And I was expecting almost 16 participants, and we invited a speaker coming from PPC. At talagang nag-usap kami, plano namin ang lahat. No? Then only to find out na yung nag-attend na, mga 15 lang. No? So, parang napahiya talaga ako. No? Nag-sorry talaga ako sa kanya. And then tinanong ko yung mga leaders namin, ganun yung ano nila, yung reaction nila pag BBL, wala na kaagad. Block na kaagad. So on the one hand, I agree with Cardinal Quevedo that many of our biases and prejudices stem from misinformation or lack of information. But I'd like to add that it's also due to the lack of interest and the lack of will to know and to learn about this na kulang. Ayaw talaga. Ayaw matuto. But later on, last year, naglapit na naman si Father Raison about knowing the history of Mindanao. At maganda kasi sabi ni Father Raison, libre yung snacks, libre yung lunch, no? At sabi ko, pwede libre pa yung transportation, no? So they provided everything, no? At marami nag-attend, almost 200, no? Yung nag-attend sa gym, no? But that's in the human side, no? Pero yung maganda doon na positive yung dating sa kanila, no? Marami silang natutunan about sa Mindanao. No? So ito yung nangyayari sa parish level namin na maganda, no? Pag talagang ma-educate yung tao about sa Mindanao. No? At saka dyan din sa amin sa parish, pag fiesta dyan, nakaka-inspire na yung mga nagsasayaw doon, karamihan mga Muslims, no? Yung audience mga Muslims, and they're enjoying a lot. No? At saka sa fiesta namin, December 8 noon, mga siguro 3 times na, 2 times, talagang we provided a table na sabi namin ito, halal food ito. Para ito sa mga Muslims na bisita. So merong mga Muslims na pumupunta doon. And we respected, bawal sa kanila yung pork, no? So hindi kami nagbibigay. Minsan makapagsabi ako na ano rin kaya kung sa Muslims, pag may celebration sila, mag-invite rin sila ng Christians. No? Makita rin yung Christians doon. No? Baka pwede mangyari yung ganon din. So yun yung mga nakikita ko na marami parang bagay na pwede tayo mag-unite kaysa mag-divide. Thank you.
Salamat. Maraming salamat, Mother Karen. Yes, Professor.
Kung titignan natin, karamihan sa mga biases, a result of the current situation. Nakalimutan natin yung 30, 40 years ago. Siguro, if we will try to recall dun sa mga narratives natin, ano bang experience ng mga Muslims at mga Kristiyano dito in the 50s, in the 60s? Kasi karamihan sa naririnig natin is yung experiences during the conflict. But yung experiences natin before the conflict, wala naman nagkukwento. Kasi yung experiences natin before the conflict, doon mo makikita yung good relationship between the Muslims and the Christians. How a Muslim family welcome a new settler na wala ng kaldero, walang wala pang pagkain. Paano nila welcome? How they share their food with them? Walang nagkukwento eh. That's why, then, siyempre, during the time of conflict, din na-reinforce pa ng mga media reporting, na-strengthen yung biases. But I think siguro, we will try to go back earlier kasi doon natin makikita na magandang revision. na hindi para makita naman ng mga tao na it is not that bad really. It is not that bad. But it's only, unfortunately, ang nangyari is malakas, because of the conflict, malakas ang propaganda program ng gobyerno at saka na nawala yung magandang experience natin. So I would suggest na we look forward. Siguro we can start with the 50, from 50 to down to middle of the 60s. Kasi doon ang magandang relasyon. So, magawa ko ba yun? Rather than focus sa ngayon, ang experience natin in the 70s, 80s, hindi na masyado maganda.
Okay, thank you for that, bro. Si Ustaz, sir.
Yes, good afternoon to everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Since our start of our discussion, we've been talking about unity, solidarity. Here I want to share regarding the point on what are the factors of success. I believe that there are two factors for success in our meeting. That is, number one is knowledge. Without knowledge, you cannot succeed. And the most important factor here is to avoid envy, animosity. Because if we trace back to the first man on the earth, the brothers, the two sons of Adam, alayhi salam, what was the cause of their differences? That the elder brother killed the younger brother. So we have to avert this, we have to avoid this. Both in the Bible we can see the history of the two sons of Adam. In the glorious Quran also, very clear, verse 27, Surah Al-Ma'idah. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ ابْنَيْ آدَمَ بِالْحَقِّ إِذْ قَرَّبَا قُرْبَانًا فَتُقُبِّلَ مِنْ أَحَدِهِمَا وَلَمْ يَتَقَبَّلْ مِنَ الْآخَرِ قَالَ لَأَقْتُلَنَّكَ قَالَ إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. The first son of Adam was a tiller of the earth. And the second son of Adam was a shepherd. According to Arabic nation, the first son was Qabil, Cain, C-A-I-N, according to the Bible. And the second son was Habil. They have been commanded by God to offer sacrifice. But to hope nila in Ahalima, it has been accepted from the younger brother because of sincerity. And it has been rejected from the elder brother. Two brothers, they have to be united, they have to observe their brotherhood. So when the first brother had observed, had noticed that his korban or his sacrifice had been rejected, he had been up with arrogance, animosity, and this is cause obstacle of unity, animosity, jealousy, he killed his brother. And the message of this verse, both verse from the Bible and from the Quran, we have to analyze. We are talking about unity. So we have to go also to discuss about what are the obstacles here in order to avoid it. Another message of both the Bible and the Quran also are the elder brothers of Joseph. Prophet Yusuf, according to the Arabic version, Joseph, according to the Bible. Verse number 8 of Surah Yusuf, there is a chapter known as chapter Yusuf. إذ قالوا ليوسف وأخوه أحب إلى أبينا منا ونحن عصبة إن أبانا لفي ضلال مبين اقتلوا يوسف أو اطرحوه أرضا يخر لكم وجه أبيكم وتكونوا من بعده قوما صالحين. 8 up to 9 verse of Surah Yusuf. The elder brothers of Yusuf was suspecting their father that he was favoring more Yusuf and Benjamin. So what did they do? They said, we better kill Yusuf or exile him, cast away from the sight of our father so that we can monopolize the favor of the love of our father. And this is one of the consecration, jealousy, envy, animosity. Of course, due to Allah's will, they were not able to kill him, but they sold him into slavery in Egypt. So, we have to remember also what are these obstacles so that we can avoid. We have a good relation now. At this time, we have a very good relation now, harmonious relation. But how to avoid these obstacles? And this is one of our responsibilities. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mufti.
Magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Dito yung pinakatasan na dito sa simbahan, sa kardinal, kapayaan namin, ang madre, kapwa ko natin sa site naman. Ang masabi ko lang, dahil dito na tayo ngayon, maganda makita at maganda makamano na magkaroon tayo ng isang buwan na isang hindi principle para magpuho tayo. Magkaroon sa natin ng plano para lalo pang mapatatag ito. Dahil nandito yung mga leader na gawa natin, ano yung mga plano na maganda? Yun ang ipababa natin sa bawat leader na suspa natin. Sa parokya, kung saan lang sa mga teaching sa bawat school. Sana marami pang mga plano na mapagkaisa natin para sa bandang huli may masabi tayo na nagkaroon tayo ng magandang nagawa. Salamat po.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Meron pa, si Ustaz.
Balikan natin yung cortex. Tulad ng sinabi ng si Professor. Posible man i-review natin yung para sa atin ng Bangsamoro at saka yung mga hindi mga Muslim different countries. And also, pagdating sa before pa, tingnan natin yung mga kapanahon ng Propeta Muhammad. Nakipagtulungan sa mga Hudyo, nakipagkasunod sa mga Hudyo, sa mga Kristiyano, sa mga Pagano. Mayroong mga, alam natin ang mga kasunod ng Propeta Muhammad. So, paano sila mamuhay, pwede natin i-adapt. And then, sa panahon ngayon mayroon na tayo, nangyari. Ganito ang sitwasyon natin. Mayroon akong dalawang nakikita. Ito ay sharing lang. Una, political solution. Kasi ang tinutukoy natin sa political solution, magkaisa tayo sa anumang ikabubuti natin. Ikabubuti ng bansa, ikabubuti ng mga Bangsamoro, ikabubuti ng mga Kristiyano. Kasi sa pananaw ng Islam, hindi pwedeng sumuway o kaya ito mag-isa, mahuwa, mafihi, ihsan ng ilanas. Lahat ng ano nang ikabubuti ng tao, mga tao, regardless sa kanilang relihiyon, ay hindi pwedeng suwayin. So yan, dapat tayo mag-isa dyan. Ikalawa, just solution. Yung batas na solusyon. Kailangan maano din tayo, yung i-class, yung firm din tayo na hanapin natin ang just solution. Kasi si Sheikhul Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, ayon sa kanyang isang nasabi, Inna Allah yansur al-dawlat al-kafira al-'aliyah wa la yansur al-dawlat al-muslimah al-zalima. Katotohanan ayon sa kay Sheikhul Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, ay na ang Allah tinutulungan niya ang bansang just, bansang matuwid o justice. Sinusunod nila yung matuwid na solusyon. At hindi niya tinutulungan ang bansa, kahit Muslim, pero hindi siya matuwid. So kailangan natin maging maging firm tayo sa lahat ng solusyon na maging hindi bias yung solusyon na para sa lahat. Talagang solusyon sa problema natin. Inshallah, itong dalawa, habang ma-focus natin ito, inshallah, sa tingin ko ay kakayanin natin solusyonan ang mga kinakaharap natin na challenges. Nakikita natin ang problema. Yun lang ang ating may.
Maraming salamat, Stats. Brunhari. Mukhang halos lahat makapagsalita na natin. Si Stats, would you like to? Nakasmell na kayo. Meron kayong gustong sabihin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man sa mga kapatid namin sa kay Kardinal Cotabato, napakagandang binyo na ito. Sinabi ko kanina kay Kardinal nang pumunta siya sa amin dito, i-maximize natin itong ganitong pamamaraan na ang may resulta sa atin ay kumpletong pagkakaintindihan. Dahil nang siya ay nagsalita, sabihin niya mga dahilan bakit nangyari ito. Dahil sa lack of information, dahil sa misinformation. So ngayon, medyo malinaw ang naging naibigay natin na resulta ng ating pag-uusap. So, yun nga, sa nasabi ng Mufti at saka our brother Abdulhadi, ina-believe sa ating paniniwala. Yan na po ang medyo. Yan na po ang reality. Nangyari lang nangyari. So, sa akin lang po, walang paraan kundi i-awil na lang natin. Huwag lang tayo madamay sa sitwasyon na nangyari ngayon. Huwag lang tayo matamaan. Nag-iingat lang tayo. So, the solution, ang magandang paraan to avoid ay ganito nga ang pag-uusap. So, generally sa aking tingin, personally, about sa case ng Bangsamoro problem, ay sinasabi ko ito kasi kasama ko sa PTC, previous PTC. At saka, involved din ako sa this process. So, matagal na itong pinag-uusapan, di Bangsamoro problem. So, kasi, ito ang pinakamalaking growth. Naibunga lang ito. Yung nakikita natin ngayon, yung dumadami na nangyari. So, matagal na pinag-usapan, matagal na nangyari na idual. At saka matagal na nangyari ang paghahanap ng peace, kapayapaan. Mula ng 1976, umantong sa 1986, saka 1996, hanggang ngayon, 2016, 2014, 2012. So ngayon, hanggang ngayon pinag-uusapan pa, what is the, anong formula to solve this problem? So ang nag-usap dito ay ang mga kapatid natin before na mga MNLF, kasama tayo doon, at saka yung gobyerno ng Pilipinas. After that, patuloy din yung mga MNLF hanggang umabot sa 1996. So ngayon, ang naririnig natin, MNLF, ganun pa rin ang nahanap to solve the problem. So may formula po na ngayon na naladaan yung CAP na kusang pumirma yung sa kabila at saka yung dito sa kanya. Nag-agree sila na this is the solution of the problem. So alam natin na agreement lang yan. So kailangan maayos sa batas. So kaya nga nalagay sa agreement na gagawa ng PTC para ma-drop yung BPL. Alam natin ito lahat. I-rewind ko lang po. So ngayon may naabutan natin yan. Hindi sa akin paniniwala, hindi naman totally mariresolve yung problem. Kundi ma-resolve karamihan sa problem. So may matitira dyan. Baka pwede pa tulungan ng pangsang government and the development government after that. At saka yung yung mga fear kanina, tama yan eh. Kasi may mga haka-haka dyan, may mga parang iba ang tingin. So sa akin lang po, to understand the PPA, to understand the agreement. At sa kapanahon na po, na kung ano ang nakikita natin, na ang tingin natin ay makakadagdag sa hindi pagkakaintindihan, pwede natin pag-usapan yun. Dahil hindi pa inaipasak ang bill. Hindi pa na So, maliban lang kung dun sa agreement, wala sa atin yun kasi may nag-usap doon. Sila mag-usap doon. Pero sa isusulat na batas, may panahon pa po. So, to avoid na lalaki itong problema na madadamay din tayo din ang biktima, at saka nangyayari sa mundo ang nangyayari. So, para ma-avoid natin ang lahat ng ito, ay kung hindi man totally na mawala, ma-avoid natin, at least huwag lang tayo matamaan ng malaking pagkatama kasi tayo timala nasa isang lugar tayo, nasa isang so yun lang po. So ang akin ay may recommenda may maximize ito. Wala namang mawala sa atin na to continue this dialogue. Yun lang po, baka sa future may kailangan pa mga additional na kaintindihan kasi nasa Islam po yan na kailangan may understanding. Ang sa kabila, ibig sa kanila, sa aking pagkakalam sa Islam, ibig sa kabila kung ano sa kanila. So, nag-concocting, so yung lang po, pag-supportan ay narinig naman ninyo kung kung kahit county, nakakontribute din ako. Thank you. Salamat.
Maraming salamat, Ustaz Ibrahim Ali. He's also the head of the Dawa Committee, the Central Committee of the MIA. Yes, yes sir, say word muna or yes, word muna.
Okay, I'm Edward Guigera, Pansamoro na Inchik. Wala kasing napapanggit na Inchik, mayroong IP, Pilaan, Manor. Pero half of my lineage come from China. Okay? Yan, kasi hindi mo ma-deny. Uy, Netherlands ko, dahil yung itsura ko, Inchik na Inchik. Kapag malampang Hapon o Koreano. Pero I grew up in Datopian, Lawan, where my grandparents in Datopian, familiar with. And I was born in Pikit, North Cotabato. So, at least naman, medyo natawa tayo. Hindi masyadong serious eh. So, actually, maganda talaga na relationship ng immigrants and the people of Mindanao. Napakulo lang because of political situation, trade partnership. And the immigrants really tried and accommodated, welcome na mga political leaders namin at saka yung mga traditional leaders. Okay, kasi ang kanila ng immigrants nasisipa, so they are treated well. Okay, para maturuan yung Pansamoro paano magsipa. Okay, we admit that. So, because of political issues, ito na nangyari, Chabi ng massacres, all this one. Nananahimik ang Pansamoro. Nung nilang ginulo, walang gulo dito. Yan ang totoo, walang gulo. Silang ginulo. So, walang pwedeng mangyari sa Moro. You have to defend themselves. So, itong one, no less than Duterte said historical injustice. Ito ngayon, pinag-usapan natin yung BBL. Ang totoo, pinaka-importante ngayon BBL. With all the agreements, no? Yung PAP, CAP, wala yung papel yan eh. Hindi ma-implement yan, hindi walang visa yan kung hindi ma-implement through BBL becomes a law. Yan ang ganyan. Lahat ng pinaghirapan for almost 20 years, dyan na ipong ngayon sa BBL. Now, this is, well, I'm saying a while ago, opportunity ito eh. Sumang-ayon ng Bangsamoro makipag-usap in spite of 50 years of bloody war. Kaya believe ako dito sa magic ng dialogue na kaya pa natin mag-usap. Then we come to agreement. And this is a political, negotiated political settlement. Side yan, kailangan ma-implement. Kung hindi ma-implement, bibigyan natin ang mga tao itong mga radicals, extremists, ng rason. Ng rason. Ha? Sabi, niloloko lang kayo ng gobyerno. O, sinasabi ng matagal na sinasabi sa inyo, walang patutunguhan ng negotiation. Yan ang tindig nila. This is the truth. This is the truth. Bibigyan natin sila ng rason to be radical and extremist. And you know, Biden biggest Biden. Bakit? Ang extremism sa Moro lang ba? Sa Muslim lang ba? Ang extremism kikita mo? Hindi. Sa lahat ng tao. So you are also inviting extremism on the other side. You will create vigilantes. Of course, they have to protect yung fear nila. Ha? Kaya nang nangyari. So, anong alternative natin sa peace? Wala tayong alternative. Kaya magtulungan-tulungan tayo para may sulong yung agreement na yan. Wala tayong alternative. This is a win-win solution. Mapayapang kwan. So, not benefited. Then we began to heal all the wounds. Gamutin natin yung wounds. Kasi ito centuries of animosity. This is true. It began during Spanish time. Lahat ng masamang kwento against Moro. No, may mga kwento pa. Sige, huwag ka pumunta dyan kasi andyan yung mga Moro, kukunin ka. So, mga ganyan mga istorya. So, it runs on generation. Kaya yung mga brothers natin sa mga kwan, Christian sa Luzon, sa kung saan, yan ang panita talaga sa puta. Noong first year ko ng Manila, first year college, mismo ka kwarto ko, sabi niya, taga Cotabato ka, Moro ka. Ano ba, may puntot ka pa? So, yun ang very bad. Oh, may puntot ka pa? Ano, tingin nyo sa amin, mamonggoy? So, yan ang mga biases, mga misinformation. So, we have to correct this one, and this dialogue is good. It should be continued, mga ganitong dialogue, and then, I think we should create a mechanism wherein that what is the update of BBL will be taught up to the church leaders, yung mga circles to meet IPs, para ma-disseminate doon sa baba, para magkaintindihan. So, yun na lang, tulungan-tulungan tayo, wala tayong alternative sa peace. Huwag natin pag-usapan yung hindi magandang alternative. Peace tayo. Dialogue. Agreement. And that's it. Win-win situation tayo. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sir Edward. Sir,
maganda yung usapan natin kasi lumalalim eh. Lumalalim at saka ang nagiging klaro dito, especially on the side of on our side, siguro medyo lumalalim yung pagkakaintindi natin kung saan kami nanggagaling, saan kami pupunta. Di ba may kasabihan na knowing the problem is half the solution? Di ba, doktor, kailangan i-diagnose yung pasyente? Alam niya kung anong gamot ang gagawin, mag-resita. So ngayon, we are faced with 3 options. Anong gagawin natin? It's either of the 3. It's either of the 3. The first is solve the problem. After the parties have negotiated for more than 2 years, including the MNLF, or maybe even 30 years. And then, finally, the Manor Gobyerno ng Pilipinas nag-usap for 17 long years. So may agreement. So alam na natin yung solusyon sa problema ng guro. Actually kami, hindi kami comfortable sa agenda ng MI at Gobyerno ng Pilipinas. Ang tusog lumang sa guro problem. Ang tanong niya, bakit kami naging problema? Eh samantala, amin na lang, ito kami nanira. Noong pa, pinaglaban namin ito. Hindi pa dumating mga Kastila. Namumuno ng mga guro dito eh. Pagdating ng Kastila, nagkaroon ng gera, walang 300 years. Pagdating ng Amerikano, dami-dami ng massacres. And then, pinatayo ng Amerikano, yung dalawang special provinces, yung Moro province at saka yung Mountain province. And then, nung pag-usapan yung independensya, ayaw ng mga Moro, sabi nila, pag kasama kami niya, mawala yung mga lupa namin. Kasi hindi naman talaga ka-party ng Pilipinas nila, no? Ang parang for stating this one, para alam natin yung ano ang narrative. Di ba, nung sa panahon, ang ginagawa, gusto niya imbitahan ng mga Moro, magkaroon ng confederation. Ibig sabihin, hindi talaga kasama. Hindi kasama. So, after na napag-usapan natin yung problema ng Moro at nakita natin ang solusyon yan through the various agreements, and then right now, mukhang mayroong kasunduan na nahanapin natin ang pinakamaganda na legal, batas para sa Bangsamoro. Sabi ko nga sa mga brasa namin sa Manila, marami tayong pwedeng pagkakasunduan. Isa yan, na continuous assertion natin ang makuha natin sa gobyerno ng Pilipinas, maganda. Maganda. So, ito nga, yung BBL, kung tatanungin ng Emmanuel, gusto namin, may improve yan. Halimbawa, sa resulta ng tripartite review ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas, MNL at OIC, sabi nila yung strategic mineral, although we question the strategic mineral because in the 1996 agreement includes everything, all potential sources of energy are included. Kasama yung araw, air, at saka tubig. Kasama doon sa strategic mineral. So, ibig sabihin, wala na natin. Pero ang sinabi doon sa review nila, humanisment. Pag tingnan mo ang BBL, mas maganda yung humanisment. Kasi sa yung fossil fuel, application ng licensure, halimbawa, kung gagaling sa Bangsamoro, then nakaling sa taas, hindi recommendation, pero ang approval, presidente pa rin. So hindi po management yun. Kung akong tatanungin, pwede kong tagapin yung resulta ng tripartite review. Na, kung management, mas maganda yan. So we can improve the BBL on the basis of that principle of co-management. So, improve, enhance. So, ang una dyan, solving the problem. Ayon doon sa pinagkasunod ng gobyerno sa different Bangsamoro fronts. So, we solve the problem. And then, pag ayaw natin yan, meron pa dalawang alternative. Yung peace no war. Let's take chances. Halayan na lang natin na mangyari. Kung mangyari, yun na lang mangyari. Di ba? Ang pangatlo, isurprise ang Moro. Isurprise ang Moro. So yun, tatlo lang ganyan. Alin pa, so natin ang problema. O no peace, no war. Kaya na lang natin mangyari. Ano na yan? Just manage the conflict. O surprise ang Moro. So siguro, yung dalawa, nasubukan na yan. Nasubukan na yan. Yung manage the conflict, malaki nangyari sa atin. Hindi gumaganda ang sitwasyon, lalo lumalala. And then surprise naman, yun na nga lahat. Ilan sa panahon natin yan, hindi ba, may tatlong all out po. 2000, 2003, 2008. And then sa ngayon, all out po rasan na sa Abu Sayyaf, and then Moti Group, and then Ansar Khalifa. Alam niyo, psychology ng Moro siguro ito ang dahilan, isang dahilan, bakit hindi nasapit ng Kastila. Dahil ang psychology ng Moro, pag ininsulto mo yan, pag ginamitan mo yan ng pera sa alamay, pagkamataya. pero gumamit ka ng mabuting paraan, like na ginawa ng American policy of attraction, nakuha nila yung mga ko because of that policy of attraction. So, I repeat, balik tayo ng tatlong options na ngayon. No? Solve the problem in accordance with what has been agreed by the parties, no? Like coming up with a good bangsamang law, or we just manage the conflict, or we suppress completely through the use of force. So, siguro lahat naman tayo ito. Dahil legitimate naman talagang grievances ng mga mo. Very legitimate. No less than capital, less than Cotabato said, historical injustices. Ano ito mga injustice na ito nagawa sa mo? Yung loss of sovereignty. Nawala, kami ang naghami, nawala yan. Pagkalawa, yung loss of homeland. Yung Mindanao, amin ito. Yung Moro province, yung district yan. Cotabato, undivided Cotabato, undivided Davao, undivided Lano, undivided Zamboanga, undivided Sulu. Kaya nga sa Triple Agreement of 1976, ang San Cloro area, in 13 provinces at saka 5 cities, pero when we define ano yun. And then at that time, when it was created in 1910 up to 1950, more than 90% of the population of the Moro province were Moros and IPs. Pero ngayon, wala na. Wala na. Siguro kung na 30%, 25% lang. So ang sinasabi ko rito, siguro huwag tayo gamitin yung option na isuppress. Kasi nandiyan pa rin ang mga Moro, lalo mo sinusuppress yung lalaban yan. Pero siguro, dapat yan, ang solution yan, yung talagang mayroong justice. Kaya yan kami ako, hindi ako naniniwala doon, with all my respect to everybody, hindi ako naniniwala doon sa sinasabi na let's forgive and forget. Kung personal, madali, kasi atin lang yan. Pero history, ito napakalalim. Unless and until we will give some justice to the historic injustice, hindi ito mawawala. Kaya ito, pag ito ginagawa natin, church leaders at mga leaders ng Violent, nag-usap tayo, para at least dyan sa bagay na yan, nahanapin natin ang solusyon. Kasi ito lang ang paraan, magkaroon tayo ng kapayapaan sa Manila. Because peace without justice is not peace. So there must be peace with justice. So i-address natin yan para ito lang itong situation dito magagamit natin. At saka, one thing very important is that pag na-address yung problema ng Moro problem, naayon doon sa pinirman, especially yung top FA, wala na, meron pa rin gulo. Pero palagay ko, gradually, it will die down. Kasi wala na silang issues against the government. Address na yan eh. Di ba? Kung mga sa tao na may sakit, pag nahanap ng tunay na solusyon, gamot, hindi yung bigagan na yan. So, sinasabi sa amin, para may implement ang PBM, may pasa, wala na bang gulo. Sabi namin hindi pinagdaan nila. There can be violence. Probably there can be violence. Pero ang diferensya, yung mga taong nalalapan sa gobyerno, wala na silang cause. They have no more reasons to fight the government.
Okay, let's hear from Bishop.
May dagdag ko sa suggestion ni Chair Iqbal. He said, what do we do now? He has 3 suggestions. One of them is the only real positive one, but not suppression. May footnote ako dito. I mentioned about convergence of 3 drafts. Ay narinig ko sa isang legal expert sa Moros is this: there is a fundamental difference between Nur Miswari's Triple Agreement and the MILF. The MILF has the vision of a territory that is the legacy of Hashim Salamat, and followed by Chair Murad and Chair Iqbal, explicitly saying that they're not looking for all of Philippines or for all of Mindanao, Sulu, Palawan. They are looking at the present core territory with several additions adjacent to the core territory of ARM. That is the Balsamoro territory. They're explicit on that. However, because of the new
1967 of Normiswari. Normiswari has gone back to the Tripoli Agreement. And the Tripoli Agreement means 13 provinces. So, malaking diferensya yan between the whatever comes out of the Normiswari and government talks and the MIF. So, yung importante yung convergence of 3 tracks, as I said, before it reaches Congress. That the differences can be resolved at the BTC level, including the Normiswari group. That's a footnote to these differences. Pero I would like to suggest the following. What do we do now? I wrote down some notes here gathered from the discussions among us. There are 4 classifications. The first is suggestions on how to reduce biases, on reducing biases and prejudices. This is especially for young people through formal and informal education, like that's mentioned by Sister Linda. Peace table. I was suggesting to Chair Iqbal kung pwede yung guru sa Rebuken could make use of the peace table. The 2 families there. So marami na silang peace tables now. Also, the informal education, especially among young people, culture of peace and culture of dialogue, plus knowing Muslim history. Importante yan. Muslim history that go back to the time of the Sultanates, the time when they had moral sovereignty in Mindanao, not only in Mindanao. That moral sovereignty reached Manila, and then Raja Sulaiman, and Raja Lakandula, and Raja Sinopagtakudulo sa Tondo. Matanda. When the Spaniards came, they met Raja Sulaiman there, in charge of Manila. That was Muslim territory. So Muslim sovereignty all the way reached back, or reached all the way to Manila. And if historians say that if the Spaniards did arrive, it would not have been long before the whole Philippines would have been Islamized. So, Muslim sovereignty, injustices. So knowing that history, we can better understand their aspiration for self-determination. And then through education by religious leaders, not only priests, sisters, brothers, but also ustads, ulama, and various Muslim leaders. Reduce biases and prejudices against one another in the sermons, in the instructions, and so on and so on. Second set of suggestions I learned from this. On the peace process itself, knowing the BBL as is, meaning to say without the misinformation, without the biases and prejudices against it, and all that. I told the story of how one bishop, retired now in Palawan, told me, I am totally against the BBL. I do not want Palawan to be included. They told him, no, Palawan was only mentioned because of the history of Minsopala. But after that mention, Palawan is already excluded from the BBL, so do not worry. No, is that so? Yeah, it's true. You see the BBL. Things like that. No? Northern Mindanao, many people believe that all of Mindanao is covered by the BBL. No, it's only the core territory and some just in the boundaries.
posing for the immediate work of the BTC. We need to push that. I think until now, wala pang BTC composition. I know some of them, but they have not been published yet, nor they have been approved by the government. Ensuring the inclusivity of the BBL. Inclusivity, we need to say not only the form in the government itself, the parliamentary form of government, but inclusivity in terms of the rights of minorities in the Bangsamoro. The Christian minority and the IB minority, or the Buddhist, the Chinese minority. Pushing for convergence of the BBL tracks, 3 tracks that I have talked about, convergence. Pushing for longer transition period for the Bangsamoro government that will be established. Then engaging legislators. Engaging legislators, that's what we are doing now for the Friends of Peace, to approve the BBL, a BBL that implements the FAB and the CAB. That's on the peace process that occurred in the floor. A third group of suggestions were ensuring that religious radicalism and extremism does not grow here. As one of our Moro members said, extremism and radicalism can grow quite substantially among the young people who have been disappointed, dismayed, and even demoralized by MOA AD failure, by the BBL failure after Mama Sakano, and they might be quickly attracted to radicalism and extremism. And doing that through religious schools and religious formation, madrasas, Catholic schools, where the true face of Islam, can be taught both to Christians and to Muslims. The true face of Islam, as we have learned from our religious leaders, or religious leaders, is a face of moderation, not a face of extremism, a face of Islam that accepts both Christians and Muslims as peoples of the book. Number 4 set of suggestions that I heard is, let us do something about replicating this kind of dialogue, having this kind of dialogue at various levels, at the grassroots, with various sectors, and I think there was a dialogue, but the Muslim, a resource person on the BBL, and the Catholic community of the cathedral, where there was an evolution from 15 participants to 200, especially because there was free lunch and free But I think they were very happy because Father Lyson talked to them about history of Islam and brought them to the idea of Islam. Those are some of the things that I learned from his suggestions on how to do in the future.
Thank you very much, Bishop. And so, Iqbal, we almost have the mga resolutions and recommendation. We want to hear some more, sir.
I just want to propose an idea, concretize what the Minister Gabriel had said. There are things. It's about how to reduce biases, prejudices, etc., etc. Then, number two is about the peace process. That the BBL should be very inclusive, and rights of the minorities should be clearly stated, or should be clearly explained, the convergence of the three drafts, and the third one is about how to combat violent radicalism. I'm making the adjective radical extremism because radicalism is part of human nature. Part of human nature. As long as it is not violent, then it's normal. Maybe all of us, I can say with sympathy, that even in grade schools, there are people or children who express so radical ideas. So that's normal in human being, radicalism, extremism of ideas. But if it becomes violent, then it becomes a problem. So I would suggest that within this group, maybe we can come up with a small group, maybe 3, to have a follow-up on the recommendation of this eminence Cardinal Cotabato. Maybe on our side, and probably on your side, maybe you can name one, maybe. It's up to you. But that's how I see the way forward. Because if ideas are only ideas, there is no way to really to concretize it, then it remains ideas.
So, meron na po tayong mga konkretong mga suggestions, recommendations. Sino po yung susunod? Doon ito.
Gusto ko lang mag-share ng mga thoughts. Yung nabanggit kanina ni Father yung tungkol sa aking mga leaders, bakit may iba ng mga Kristiyano na ayaw makaagad ng BBL. Kasi historical din yung kanilang experiences. I have thought, kasi nung nag-invite yung parokya ng mga leaders na mag-attend ng BBL orientation, I have invited pa ng isang religious leader kasi may mga religious organization kami sa parokya. One of the president of the religious organization, I invited personally, sabi ko, ate, mag-attend po kayo ng BBL. Tapos talaga negative, no? Hindi. Kung tinanong ko siya bakit, historical, no? Kasi quote ko, ang pagkasabi niya sa akin, yung husband ko kasi pinatay ng Muslim. Kaya gano'n nakaagay yung kanyang reaction. Ayaw ko mag-attend ng BBL. Ayaw ko sa BBL. So I think those are siguro additional points to ponder. Yung importante din siguro yung mga Christians na mayroong kumbaga pa tawag natin itong historical at negative na experiences with the Moro or the Muslim. Siguro mabigyan din pagkakataon na yung ginawa natin last time ng yung healing the wounds, no? Na paano natin patulungan sila na mabago ba yung kanilang pananaw sa buhay against the Muslim brothers and sisters. So, importante yun. And then I remember yung kwento ng isang professor namin during our theology classes na in summer. May naikwento siya na mayroon isang island, no? Na ang nakatira doon Muslim and Christian lang. And then they lived for 15 years, no? Nagsama yung dalawang grupo na yan. And then all of a sudden, mayroong radical group na pumasok. Quote-unquote, this radical group ay mga Muslim, no? And then yung radical group na yun, siniraan nila yung mga Kristiyano doon sa mga Muslim na nandoon. Tapos, nangyari is, kinausap ng mga Muslim yung mga Christian para binalidate siguro yung sinabi ng mga radicals na yun. So, dahil 15 years na sila nagsama, maganda na yung sama nila, maganda yung buhay. Kasi mga celebration nila, mag-celebrate ang Christians ng Christmas, hindi na-invite yung mga Muslim, then gano'n rin kung mag-invite ng mga Kanduli yung mga Muslim, ini-invite ng mga Muslim yung mga Christian. So, maganda na yung kanilang ugnayan at samaan, yung buhay nila. Kaya na may pumasok ng mga radicals sa sisirain yung relasyon ng both parties, no? Ang ginawa ng Muslim group, kinausap yung mga Christians, and then nagkasunod sila na palayasin yung mga radicals. And then, sabi nila, bakit pa namin susundin yung sinasabi nila? na maganda na yung samahan namin. No? Eh, konti lang yung pumasok dito, sisirain yung maganda buhay natin dito. Yung parang ano ba na, yung bang maganda na yung ugnayan, sabi nga ni Ustaz kanina, no, na bakit hindi natin ibalik yung magandang ugnayan ng mga Christian at Muslim noong 1950s kung ito man lang yung paraan para mati natin yung mutual understanding and makamit natin yung kapayapaan na hindi, wala ba biases. Of course, sabi ko nga, lagi natin binabanggit yung biases and prejudices matagal na kumbaga pa mahirap talaga hanapan ng solusyon dahil mismo ang bawat isa sa atin ay may kanya-kanya mga kumbaga tayong personal at malalim na history but meron pa rin biases and prejudices. So yun po.
Thank you very much, Sir Knight, Bernardo, Nelo. Thank you very much, pagdating po. Basically, ano naman yata, nasabi na yung mga recommendations natin dito, ang hearing to, wala naman yata ko kontra doon, di ba? I-ano lang yun sa kaya naman yung proceedings, we do that, no? Yes, hearing of bonds, tama. Yun yung, basically, marami na nabangitin kanina doon sa hearing of bonds because basically we cannot allow ourselves to be the hostage of the past. But we're still confronted with that, problems. So here comes now may mga what to do, di ba? Sinabi naman ng Bishop ni Sir and others, no? We have to continue. Okay, some more, sir?
Just for information, I think that's one of the basic differences between the 1996 agreement and the comprehensive agreement for Bangsamoro. Because ito sa comprehensive agreement ng Bangsamoro, the cooperation, ang solusyon political eh. Pero kahit na may pasa yung yung legal, yung legal halimbawa, government and MRM do not believe that the problem has been settled. Kaya there is really a need for transitional justice and reconciliation programs. Feeling the past. Politically mo address ng media. Yung hearing past, hindi mo address. Kaya meron din sa Pilipinas yung transitional justice and reconciliation program as part of the normalization process. Tama po yung sinasabi ninyo na kailangan yung program ba? Kaya may sinabi nangyari ko.
Yes, sister.
Many years ago, when the autonomous region in Mindanao was a concept, a Muslim leader approached me and asked if it was possible that they could adopt the structure of the Catholic Church in relation to the consultation they wished to make. At that time, we were into PEC, so that whatever was the program of the church, it was brought down to the grassroots level. I was told by that Muslim leader that they did not have that kind of structure. So that he said that if and when that particular structure could be adopted by them, then he could be sure that whatever information they may have from the top level can go down to the grassroots, to the ordinary Muslim population that had, in the case of the Catholic Church, they were able to get the information. Ang sabi ko naman, wala namang problema doon, it's only about structure. Sabihin, it is up to the moral people if they wish to also organize themselves in such a way that they have different levels of like a governance. No? So I did not know what happened after that, but he said that consultation was done. This is my next point. Later on, I heard that it was not really a consultation that was made, but like an imposition of the idea about the autonomous region in Mindanao, and we felt bad about that is because medyo nagkaroon ng hindi magandang pagsasamahan simply because of the lack of transparency. But the point ko now is in relation to what our leaders had mentioned, yung mga magagandang proposals that of course I endorsed, structure-wise, how can we be assured that what we say here can really trickle down to the last persons in the communities, so that hindi maka-claim na alam ng lahat, yet hindi totoo alam ng lahat. Siguro from our level we can say, ginawa namin ito, but how really true that statement could be. Baka sabihin natin na ibinigay natin, and yet, hindi naman pala totoo. No? So the misinformation, the lack of information that had been surfaced kanina, baka patuloy magkukunti. So the concern is about yung na-mention earlier on ni Professor Linda na sana magkaroon ng mechanism, sana magkaroon talaga ng structure, so that we are assured that this kind is sustained, magkakaroon ng better understanding between us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sister. Yes.
Lagay ko within BTC may mga structure na all the areas concerned, tatanungin namin sa plebiscites. Okay. Plebiscites will be conducted, asking the people about the proposed basic law for the Bangsamoro. And yun naman mga lugar, hindi naman kasama, it's nothing to worry. Hindi naman sila kasama yan. North Cotabato, South Cotabato, Sultan Mutara, hindi naman kasama yan. So yung core area lang, identify them. So before plebiscite, palagay ko, there will be a massive campaign about the contents of the basic law. And if ever papasa ang basic law and to be implemented, yung mga settlers, mga IPs, they will be properly represented according to the proposed BBL. And then, during the transition period, meron naman legislative they are part of the constituent kung kasali sila sa Bangsamoro area. They will be, they have a voice. Kung hindi man ma-perfect yung panilan sa BBL. So, during the implementation, meron voice pa rin yung mga concerned people. Anong appreciate nila. So, thank you.
Ito yung draft namin, na statement, hopefully that will be reflective of what we need to transpire in the how many hours of discussion, conversation, exchanges of ideas. So it may sound generic, medyo may mga general, pero may mga specifics naman. Hopefully that will capture our minds and our hearts. So I tried, we have a proposal that the title of the statement, the urgency of peace and common cause. Okay? Then, meron dyan, the first paragraph, we, the participants of the first dialogue among the members of the MILF implementation panel and the leaders of the Archdiocese of Cotabato, to hereby come up with a common understanding of the realities and concerns in the course of the implementation of the various peace agreements signed by the Moro Islamic Liberation Front and the Government of the Philippines, GPS. First, we have realized that there is a need for clarity in terms of the GPS policy in addressing the central question for national identity assertion of the Moro people amidst the mixed signals, following the term of the capital, mixed signals, publicly articulated by the present administration. Second, we believe that the implementation of the various silent peace agreements cannot wait longer due to high expectations of the stakeholders in terms of its concrete delivery to the community level. Third, we further understand that the peace agreements and its dividends gained for almost 20 years of negotiations should be understood very well by the various stakeholders within and outside the proposed Bangsamoro territory. Lastly, we have committed that joint initiatives to further safeguard the gains of the peace process need to be forged between and among us. With the above-mentioned premises, we, the participants, declare the following calls to it. First, the GPS must be very clear enough in terms of its policy pronouncement. Balik tayo siya. First, ito yung mga calls natin. The GPS must be very clear enough in terms of its policy pronouncement in addressing the Bangsamoro question. Thus, need to immediately reconstitute the expanded Bangsamoro Transition Commission or BTC and to give utmost priority to the legislation of the enabling basic law for the Bangsamoro. Second, we call the peace stakeholders, especially the communities within the proposed Bangsamoro territory, to proactively share their time and resources to realize and sustain the gains of the peace process, most importantly in education, and more platform for dialogues. And third, violent extremism is not the option, but will simply reawaken the deep biases and prejudices of the people. Thus, we condemn and abhor any act of terrorism done and issued this 4th of February at Manor Hotel and Convention Center, Cotabato City, Philippines. At least meron tayong
Sa experience namin sa previous BTC ay nagkaroon kami ng problema tungkol sa yung tinatawag na certification of urgency. Yung bill, kung administration bill at saka importante yung bill, sinecertify ng Presidente as urgent. So, siguro kung pwede natin idagdag yung yung request dyan na kailangan yung bill na yon i-produce ng bagong BTC na i-certify as urgent bill.
The recently funded Manor Transition Commission and to have the President declare
that the president declare the enabling basic law for the Bangsamoro
As urgent.
as urgent.
Oh, delete the declare.
Enabling basic law for the Bangsamoro as urgent. Or to certify to certify the president certify the enabling basic law for the Bangsamoro as urgent bill. I think that would be simpler.
As urgent. Kasi muna yung
Kalau hindi pa naman na-receive niya as urgent.
Okay. Okay na ba, sir? Sige, sir.
Siguro, just need to reconstitute the expanded and small D kasi expanded some more transition provision and to have the president certify the draft of the BTC. Yes. Kasi wala pang BTC dyan. The draft of the BTC draft of the adopting law as urgent.
Another suggestion. Number 3, number 3. Or number 4. 4, yeah. Yeah, number 3. I think the parentheses should be taken out.
Yes.
Violent extremism.
Okay. Yeah.
Correction, but just an insertion.
Kailangan mo sa dyan yung paano ang tayo continue from here. Kasi kung gano'n lang, nag-iyan na dyan.
Baka number 4.
Wala,
Hindi yung continuation. We believe we have to continue with it.
Well, dialogue,
nothing to replicate? This.
Gawin natin next.
Merong kan dyan, merong number 2. Pakitingin yung number 2. Baka pwede siya pumasok dyan sa number 2. Okay lang, andyan sa number 2. Sustain education. Sustain education.
Ay dapat number 3 yan.
Sana, sustain. Number 3. Ano promote sige na chairman?
Ano lang yan? Pagpalitan number
Balik-balik na lang, kasi yung number 2, call for action.
Okay.
Ito, condemnation yung number 3. Yung number 3 magiging number 2.
Okay.
Yung number 2 magiging number 3.
Okay. Ito. Okay. Mukhang napadali na. Are we resolved that this will be our public statement? As a result, yeah, okay, sir.
Balikan natin sa first paragraph.
Sige, first paragraph. Balik first paragraph.
First paragraph.
First paragraph. First paragraph.
First paragraph. First paragraph. We the participants of the first dialogue among the members. Hindi ka kasi sa assign namin, hindi namin yung mga part implemented pa rin. Among members of the MILEC.
MILEC.
Ano sila yung
among members of the bill, among and implementing panel.
Kasi may drawing naman kami, may MILEC.
Members of the Central Committee na lang. Some members
of the MILEC and implementing panel.
Okay.
Is
And is
already redundant.
under
Okay.
Yeah, ganyan.
it's not there. It's not there.
Suggestion ko, suggestion lang.
Yes, sir.
Hindi maganda na i-dagdag yung bishop at saka mufti. Ma-mention ba yung sila? Kasi parang medyo mabigat pa. Yes,
Para may rate, ano? Ano? Gaya. Spearheaded? Spearheaded? Ano ba? Okay na daw. Okay na daw. Hindi na kailangan dagdag.
Prepare naman din sila.
Sana pero just not taking to the statement. Dagdag ko sana is we discuss at the end various suggestions that seem to have consensus of the group.
Kaya sana, uwi tayo, even though it's not a statement, with a summary of the recommendations and suggestions that we have discussed. Para pag-uwi natin, hindi lang yung statement, pero ang memory natin has that the suggestion that we have had. And we can follow that up in our own way, with our own clientele.
So, ibig sabihin,
Council kasi ang organizer na yun dito, BLMI, kaya bang ihapon? Kasi parang proceedings.
Yeah, proceedings. There were at least 4 sets of suggestions.
Suggestions lumabas marami yun. Para for consumption din sa mga respective institutions sa organization.
For the guidance of the participation in the
Sa proceedings. Kung kakayanin, Kung kakayanin. Siguro suggestion ko, bigay na lang natin yung mga email addresses natin. Kasi marami-rami yung suggestions na kaya maganda yun eh. Proceedings na lang. Meron silang documentation. Okay. So, okay na itong ating public statement. Para hindi lang dito magtatapos dito sa loob ng kwarto na ito. Okay. So, congratulations. Tapos na trabaho ko, boss.
I would like to thank the MIL, some members of the MIL panel, implementing panel for organizing this dialogue. I'm very happy to participate in this, even though the letter of invitation is probably unopened because I arrived from abroad and then for 2 days I was busy and I have not opened any letter that accumulated on my desk for the past 10 days. So it must be there somewhere. That's why I was late this morning. But I'm happy to participate in this. And I do hope that other sectors and other various levels will have the opportunity of experiencing this sharing of thoughts and reflections on the peace process and on the relationships between Christians and Muslims. So thank you very much to the MIL and to some members of the MIL implementing panel. Thank you for the MC and the final statement and good snacks. Alam ko may steak ka pero wala man. But the free snacks also help in making this really fruitful. Maraming salamat po. I would like to thank the MIL, some members of the MIL panel, implementing panel for organizing this dialogue. I'm very happy to participate in this, even though the letter of invitation is probably unopened because I arrived from abroad and then for 2 days I was busy and I have not opened any letter that accumulated on my desk for the past 10 days. So it must be there somewhere. That's why I was late this morning. But I'm happy to participate in this. And I do hope that other sectors and other various levels will have the opportunity of experiencing this sharing of thoughts and reflections on the peace process and on the relationships between Christians and Muslims. So thank you very much to the MIL and to some members of the MIL implementing panel. Thank you for the MC and the final statement and good snacks. Alam ko may steak ka pero wala man. But the free snacks also help in making this really fruitful. Maraming salamat po.
Our part with MLS Cardinal is very simple. Closing remarks. I pronounce it out. We are closing the program. There's nothing more to add to that. However, closing remarks, we don't think that it is as simple as that. I think one of the most important aspects of the remarks will be our thanks and expression of gratitude to everyone, especially from our friends from the Archdiocese of Cotabato for being come here and join the discussion about the search for peace in Mindanao and about ways we need to address the common problems that we encounter both as leaders and as grassroots leaders in our place, the Christian side and moral side. And I think what is important is that, in a situation where in a place where there is so much violence, I think that can be attributed to the lack of real and good leaders. And we are fortunate that we are talking to people who are not only spiritual leaders, but more importantly, in a sense, I have to qualify it, in a sense, they are also political leaders. Because certain people cannot just allow the political situation to degenerate without saying something against. I don't believe in this, in the claim of other people, that certain people will just talk about the spiritual matters. After all, man is made up of spirit and body. So we cannot allow the body to degenerate while attempting really to address the spiritual aspect of man. We should discuss about the issues of the spirituality as well as the physical aspect of man. And I think that's what I believe. So again, I thank our friends from the Archdiocese of Cotabato led by Cardinal Orlando, a long-time friend. She's the time of Marciano. And of course, Father Toreto and Forlan. And all the rest, our friends from the Light of Chief Light of Columbus. I think this is a very important occasion because we met you. Of course, we know some of you, but I think this discussion this afternoon is more engaged because we are face to face with each other discussing issues that are of common interest. And of course, our Mufti, he's not old. He's just born ahead of us. That's why he's sleeping. Because there are no old people, only people who were born ahead of the sun. And of course, the other aging people in the Italian side, Brother Abu, I'm not including myself because I'm not old. So, in reiteration, thank you very much for coming, for holding this discussion this afternoon. Maraming salamat and good afternoon.
buwan. Stand group. Nauna lang yan pinanganak. Nauna lang pinanganak. Hindi lang matanda. Hindi mabala niya. Kita katabi ng sikagyo.
Bali, apat sir. Ayun yung sa pangalan. Naga ito. Napak yung sa pangalan.
Tatlo ito, apat ito.
Begitu siap. Iya.
Dapat. Okay. Alhamdulillah.
Official ka siya. Sticker page.